let me know.
All right, we're recording.
Oh, cool. Okay. So last week, what happened? So you guys started off inside of the research facility labs of Logan Lester and made a fast escape out of there, basically. And you went and found a place where you could camp and recover. You guys were gravely wounded, and everybody was camping, and you were taking a long rest. And you met a new character, Noctua. He introduced himself while you guys were taking this long rest, and you guys had like a role play with him where he explained how he got here, which is he came from Nightstar, the capital city of your home planet, Teloria. He's not from there, but he had come from somewhere out on another space thing, like another planet in space, looking for answers on your planet, and then he went here looking for you because the elders there told him about you guys. So he showed up. He's now traveling with you. And then you went from there, from your camp, and you went to back to the Steel Rock Village. You confronted the mayor, Malcolm Reynolds, and he pleaded, innocence about what he did to the people there, stating that he didn't really know what Logan Lester was planning to do with them, that he was trying to cure everybody's diseases because people were getting sick here in the village recently, including his daughter. And you guys went together. You didn't kill him, and you saw what was going on with his daughter, right? And then Noctua used his medicine to figure out what was ailing her, that she had this like genetic disorder that was like given to her. And then you guys were able to cure her with some magic. I believe you did a greater restoration, and Malcolm provided you with the rare gem needed for that. So that's basically where we left off, right? We had that's it really. And tonight, I guess tonight you guys get to decide what you want to do next. You are currently fully rested, and you're in the Steel Rock Tribe Village. You guys can completely open. You guys can go, hang out here all night. I don't care if you want to. There's a lot of things you haven't even like really seen in this town. Well, there's not that much. There's just shops and stuff like that. But you can go exploring other areas or whatever you want to do.
I thought that's what we were gonna do, is go explore that other area on the map.
Yeah, well, I know we talked about it, but it's never set in stone. So you guys, I always explain this in a way that so that you guys can choose. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, ever. I'm prepared for a number of different locations, put it that way. And if not, we'll find something to do. Okay, so here you guys are still. Does everybody see where you're at still on the map?
I do.
Okay. You're hanging out now. You're with the mayor. That whole role play scene is over. You can continue to go wherever you wish here. So, Lyra is with you, and so is the Doomslayer, and Avi is here, of course. Well, I guess I'm gonna end up playing. I'm not playing 3 characters tonight. See, this is what always happens. I always end up getting stuck here with multiple characters. All right, who's leading the party? Who's talking? Dave, are you even awake?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. I didn't even hear you speak yet, so I wanted to make sure you were really there.
It's slow today, but
Do we think that I'll ask Malcolm, do you know someone who could fix their vehicle?
All right, he looks over at you and he says, "Well, yeah, we have mechanics here in town that might be able to assist you. What's wrong with it? Did it just die on you guys, or did you crash it?"
I don't know.
Someone knows.
I'm trying to remember exactly what happened to it. I know it got messed up in like an ambush.
You guys, it crashed. It fell into a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys went face forward into a trap set by robots that were hunting like scavengers or whatever in the wilderness. So
We would need someone to help us remove it from the trap that it fell into. Perhaps check the tracks and make sure that everything's alright. It's still functioning.
well, okay. I can speak to some people here in town if you want. How far away is it from here?
A few hours. I think it's like
It's
8
about
hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
It's an 8-hour ride. Yeah, something like that.
About 8 hours, and we could give whoever helps us a lift back to town, so it's not such a long walk back.
Well, I don't think anyone is going to want to walk that far. But we do have a heavy lifter here that might be able to tow that thing back here. How about some of you go out there and take care of it with one of our mechanics? How's that sound? I can put in a good word. In fact, I'll tell you what. It's on the house. It's the least we can do for you. You did help us out, at least. I appreciate that, of course. Just let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll set it up for you. And next time you leave the town, you'll be traveling with the mechanics. They'll be ready and waiting for you. So he's going to give you some time if you want to look around the town, or if you want to just get going and head there now, you can.
I think it would be a good idea to do something that I completely forget every time, and look for somewhere that sells, like, something akin to rations, because we are all very low.
You are.
True.
Yeah.
Is there, like, a general store, like, Thorndale walk around?
There's merchants. Yeah, back towards the other end of town. There's a bunch of merchants. Yeah, just head back to the west end of town. Kind of like around the main meeting hall building. There's a merchant there, and then there's also general goods dealer. It's kind of like a outside shop that you can visit. Whatever you want to do, just head that way. So there's a couple buildings he points out. There's just head over that way, or do you want me to move you guys over there?
Yeah, move us over there.
All right, stay still, Thorndale. There. I'll just grab everybody who's here for now. Not anybody who's not here. Okay, so grabbing you guys, throwing you over here. So he put, this is where he pointed out. Right over here is the general store. Or not? Yeah, it's just kind of like a swap meet store. There's just some people standing about here. They sell everything that you could get, like in the adventuring gear stuff, like anything in that list. I'll bring it up real quick. Which would include rations. And of course, everything is flavored for this edition. So that's not it. That's a radiation suit, part of the adventuring gear, but you guys know how to bring that up? It's in the compendium. If you just type in adventuring gear, you can bring it up there. Are you mostly just interested in rations, or do you want to shop around and see what else they got?
Yeah, I'm gonna browse around. Thorndale, at least.
Healer's kits, but do I have anything that could be seen as money here?
You probably don't, but they do.
Okay. Okay.
So if you go into the field notes, they have the group inventory link at the top of that. And if you click that, it'll open up a tab, and that'll show you everything that they have in the group inventory and approximately how much it's worth. We don't find a lot of gold in this campaign, but bottle caps are the equivalent of coins here.
Okay.
So I think I forget how exactly much they're worth.
Oh,
but they're
and
worth
spare
something.
parts.
Yeah. So if
We
you,
got some of those.
so there's a whole bunch of items that you can collect. Let's see. Those are food items. Yeah, that adventuring gear is just available here. So is the rat. Like some places sell rat suits, so you can avoid contamination of radiation. Alternate currency. Here we go. So if you compare this to what's in the handout or the group inventory, that's what everything's worth.
Okay.
A bottle cap's worth a gold piece.
Okay.
So I use alternate currency, because this is a post-apocalyptic game.
Sure.
That's the equivalent value. Sometimes you do find gold and silver, but it's not as much or as often.
Because
I don't-
healing kits allow me to remove injuries.
Yes, you absolutely need healing kits in this campaign. It's like that and rations are very useful. Now, you can still forage for food and hunt for food during a long rest, but you can't do that if you're underground in a dungeon. If you try to do something like a long rest in a cave or a tunnel system, which we're starting to get deeper into the game now, and we're going to not yet, but soon we'll be in areas where you're not going to get out of the dungeon for days, probably. Like in-game days. You're definitely going to have to bring rations with you if you're going to camp in a dungeon. So,
Yeah, for sure.
I recommend playing like this. This is my vision of how you should do this. Always have some rations on you, but don't use your rations unless you need to. Do as much hunting and foraging as you absolutely can. And if you need rations, you use rations. Or you might end up in a bad way, is all I'm saying. You might end up using all your rations to get to a place, and then when you get into the place, then you're out of rations.
So,
and if you don't have any spells, that's bad.
I think, do we have spare parts? Hold on. Yeah, I think Thorndale will go up and definitely take some rations. I'm gonna do a healer's kit too, but
Okay, just tell me what you're thinking about trading.
a bucket of scrap parts for 20 rations.
Okay. How much is scrap parts worth, real quick?
10 gold.
10 gold.
Speaking of which, how many do I need for the night vision stuff?
Oh, that would be more of a crafting project. I got to come up with a crafting recipe for that.
All
So-
right.
We kind of need to talk about that. Yeah. I don't really have a plan in place yet, but what I got to think about it. I'll think about it this week.
Okay, because I've got 14 spare parts of these in my inventory.
Right. That's different than a bucket of spare parts, that
Okay.
kind of shit. But
I'll just mark it.
yeah, just hang on to it, and I'll come up with it. So I have the crafting system in the game, and I'll explain how that works. I can go over it real quick, but let's get the shopping done, and then we'll talk about it. How's that sound?
Yeah, was just making sure we're not setting stuff we need.
Right. Yeah. I think it's going to be different for that, or maybe you can use them interchangeably. But all right. So Thorndale, what did you want again?
20 rations, which would be the equivalent of 10 gold?
Yeah. Rations half a gold.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So that's a fair trade. So you hand over this bucket of spare parts, and they give you 20 rations, and you can distribute that amongst the party as you see fit.
Yeah, sure.
What is normal like when you start the game? You start with like 10, right? So maybe
Yeah.
give everybody who's
Does it
here right
three?
now 5 rations, and then they can use that to feed the party.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's all take 5.
All right. So everybody who's here, add 5 rations to your inventory.
Okay.
Okay. So then you're also interested in healers kits, yeah? Which are 5 gold pieces a piece.
5 bottle caps, or you can get 2 for a bucket of scrap parts.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We have 4, but we had 4 buckets of scrap parts. There's 3 now, so I think I'll grab 2 kits.
Yeah, each kit has 10 uses.
That should keep us stocked for a while.
It should keep you pretty good for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, give them to the druid.
Yeah, definitely. I'll keep mine that has 1 or 2. I don't know how many charges, but yeah, mine has 1 just like for an extra in case you're doing something else, and then I'll give both of the new ones to him.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, just subtract whatever you were going to trade. What were you going to trade for that?
Bucket of scrap parts.
Just another bucket? Okay. All right. So how many? I'm looking for the bucket of scrap parts on this list here.
Oh yeah, it's down.
So
about
you had
halfway.
you had 2 to begin with. All right. So how many you have left? Is it still 2 or is it?
Yeah, it's still 2. I've been subtracting them once I get the 2.
So this updates in real time then.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, good to know that. All right, what else you guys looking for here? Anything or?
Oh, I could use some ammo, I think.
They don't
If
sell
we
that
can get
here.
it at that place, yeah.
Yeah, they sell that at another shop. I can when you're done here, you can I'll put you in the right direction for that other shop.
Noted.
Does anyone use a bow in the party?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they still
Just
use
'cause-
bows.
Bows are worth 50 gold pieces if we can sell one. I was just looking.
You won't get 50 though, but you can try to sell it.
Sure. I'm just
They'll buy it here too. if
looking
you
at
wanna
new
sell 'em.
things. If we need
Yeah.
to buy stuff.
Yeah, you can always sell weapons or whatever you're not going to use. You know, just like video game style. You know, just go in and
Mhm.
trading your old loot. So whatever you want to do.
That's everything I specifically wanted, so it's up to everyone else.
Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm just looking through it, but I think I'm alright on gear.
On the venturing gear?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking about doing? Because I was playing BG3. I was thinking about actually implementing new rules for food items that you can use them as a bonus action. I'm not sure if the food item. I do have them as bonus actions, I think, right? For the most part.
Potions are bonus actions. I saw.
Actually, no, they
Snacking
got to
in
be
combat
used.
is a bit weird, though.
It is a little bit weird, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll stay away from it. I was just trying to think of ways to help you guys stay alive.
We might want to think about using these candy atoms and so on.
Yeah, the special foods, yeah. Noctua, this is another handout for stuff like that. They have a bunch of that in the inventory. They give
I see it, yeah.
like long duration buffs. Some of them have only positives, but some have positives and negatives. And then when they wear off, you're like burnt out for a few hours, you know. But they can be clutch. Mr. Particle Saber Tarts actually heal you. So those are good to find. And the sodas and the fusion sun chips, things like that.
Do we see any of the unique foodstuffs at this general store?
You know what? They have everything on there if you want to buy. I don't have pricing on them though. That's the problem. So for tonight, they don't have it. They're out of stock.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're out of stock right here. This is like sort of the old world stuff that's still laying about in salvage areas and like caches of stuff like that you would find in crates. In this town, I would say they probably grow food. You know what I mean? Like it's like one little fertile area of land that didn't get like irradiated too bad, and they can still grow vegetables here and make their own food and have some livestock. That's what you're in right now. A little wasteland town that's like a little patch of like civilization, you know.
Oh, does he have soap? Because I just see I don't have any in my inventory.
Soap? Is that actually in the adventuring gear?
I don't know, but it's kind of important.
I don't know if they have soap. They do have soap. It's 2 copper pieces to buy some soap, so they'd have some soap. If you want to grab some. I don't know what you would use it for.
Walter will wash himself, of course.
Okay, fair enough. It might actually be good to use it if you get covered in radioactive material, right? Like
Exactly, or
they
like
always
if you
scrub
don't.
people down with that stuff.
Yeah, but like if he's been in the wilderness for a long time, this is probably the best chance to get some of that civilization sweetness.
That is true.
Soap
Yeah,
is cool.
it can be.
And it's probably also good for bartering, because it doesn't spoil.
Right. It stays. It keeps.
So yeah, take a bath soap off him.
2 copper.
Whatever the fuck I'll give him for that. I have 120 gold pieces. That's starting right, so I don't guess I have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just
not.
paying for it in bottle caps.
Yeah. So I think a bottle cap's worth of gold. So you do the math and exchange the
I
soap.
buy soap for everyone.
Do you want to get something else so that you don't have to?
I'm actually
some
thinking
chain?
of getting rid of something else, but that would be a weapon, so that's probably the other shop.
What is it?
The 38. Like I've got 2 revolvers and a crossbow and a rifle and a sword, and I don't know if I need another backup weapon really.
You never know. I mean, you could. I mean, you might lose them at some point too. Like if you get
Yeah, also
captured.
it's a small thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not heavy. I mean, you're just throwing stuff like that in your backpack, most likely. They sell
I'll
fishing
hold on
tackle.
to it.
That would be useful.
I've got that.
You do? Fishing tackle?
Uh-huh.
That's good for survival.
I've even got a hunting trap. I just see
Do you really?
big fat bear trap.
So you're carrying that on your back. Like
It
this
weighs
giant-
25 pounds.
I
So
know,
I
they're
guess I am.
huge. I never understood that item. Like, who would be carrying that around a dungeon with them?
It's so stupid, yeah. Plus, it's super heavy.
Yeah, it's 25 pounds. Yeah, it's like all steel and shit. Yeah. It's cheap though. It's only 5 gold.
So who wouldn't want one? Yeah, so I'm carrying around a lot of shit. I hold on to the trap for now, though. That's probably a lot of the hunting that Walter is doing
Yeah, you
when
can
they're
get
setting a camp.
right. It's also usable as a damage item.
Yeah.
And there's rules for it too. There's actual rule. They got to make a dex save. Like, you could put it in front of a door and like
Yeah,
have
you
some
could.
asshole step on it, and they get.
You could sneak up from above on people and just drop it on their ugly
And then
head.
you could
Yeah.
grapple them. I think they only can move 3 feet, or they got
Yeah,
to
if you
make a
chain it to
strength check.
something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm imagining, like, good old bear trap with a chain attached to it.
Right. Yeah, you could chain it to the door, or the wall by the door, and then like set it in front of the door and snap it shut on someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding on to that, even
It
though
does
it's freaking heavy.
super heavy. Yeah. Legendary creatures might be too big, Thorndil,
Hey,
for that trap. I think you're going to encounter quite a surprise when you meet them, but if you ever do, I don't know if you'll meet them, but
And also, I've got the
haven't thought
Helm of
about it in a while.
Awareness here now that I'm looking through the inventory. Can't see it in the treasure items though. So is that just a vanilla item, or did I make some
that's
shit?
no, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, that was from Aurelius.
That's Aurelius's like stuff, so that magic would have faded.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Deleting
that's-
that one.
yeah, you would not have that any longer. Because he would have been running around, and as soon as he casts and makes another magic item appear, that one goes poof. From what I understand. So.
All right. Yeah. Deleted.
Artificers are like Indian givers. They give you something like that, and then they take it away. Not to make light of Indians or anything. That's just the expression. You know what I mean? They give you something, and then they take it back. I think it's actually about people giving things to Indians, but I'm not sure. I never quite understood it. But so anyway, you guys did your shopping here. You finished up at this place, or you looking to trade anything else that you got?
I don't know how we're doing on fresh food, but apart from rations, we might want to get something with quality for the time being, since we're here already.
Well, they'll sell you food, but it's perishable. You wouldn't be able to travel with it. You can eat while you're here if you want. But that's
Yeah.
it.
All I'm saying is, like, for the first 2 days or something, we can get the cool shit. But we can just do that as part of rations.
I don't know if there's any items like that here.
Yeah, like a couple of eggs, bit of milk.
Okay. Well,
but that's flavor, I'd say.
that's more
nothing better.
flavor. I would consider that more of like a room and board cost, like all your food. If you stay a night here, just if you were staying at an inn, whatever the cost to stay at an inn. I'm not going to create a whole food list for the inn, but this is the equivalent of you bunking here. Like you can come here, and then I think there's a building you can use to sleep in over here and stuff. So
Perfect.
yeah, you just do it like that, and then yep, you can get some food. But you guys did take a long rest recently, so probably pretty healthy right now.
Oh yeah, we're very healthy.
Okay.
Would anyone have fancy gems? I've already cast Greater Restoration twice.
Probably not in
Do
this
you
town.
consume that gem when you cast it, or do you just need gem?
Yeah,
period?
it eats the gem.
Hmm.
There's a few pretty good spells that eat the gem.
I think some of them require gems that eat them, and some require them that don't, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they do sometimes, I think.
Yeah, Greater Restoration totally consumes a diamond or diamond dust worth 100 gold pieces. But Continual Light, seeing as most of the party can't see in the dark, would be cool too, which consumes 50 gold pieces.
Oh, that's not bad. You guys have some gems in your inventory like that, so
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I still have gems in the game. You guys have found some alexandrites and onyxes. There's there's an onyx. Actually, you sold a lot of gems. Yeah, I think the last time you guys were at Fort Kenny, you bought a shit ton of ammo, and you sold your gems there. You traded those in.
That's the old
only we
Oregon
had-
Trail.
If only we had the foresight to know that you would beat them. Yeah, that was... Damn.
You'll get more. I mean, they're pretty common. Like I roll on tables for that kind of stuff, so it's not like, you know, you won't find gem caches and gems laying around. People
Okay.
still value them in this world, so. Okay. Well, you can go to the other store where they sell guns and ammo and weapons. You ready to move there, or do you have any business there?
I think
Anyone?
Walter was wanting to go there.
I think only Dave was wanting to go there.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
moving the party
You should
down
feel
there. So you got to come down here, and I got a thing on top to move out of the way, and then you can see it better that way. And this guy is like standing outside, and he comes in. He's like, "Hey, customers, all right. What kind of stuff you looking for today?"
I need ammo, lots of it.
I just pictured like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying that.
That's
Guns. I need weapons now.
pretty easy gun.
All of them, yeah.
Your clothes, give them to me.
And it's probably all up in his face.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. He sells ammunition, guns, and he also sells melee weapons as well. So I'll show you the gun list real quick. So anything on there. If you scroll down a little bit past the guns, there's the cost of the ammo.
Yeah.
So buying it that way can get expensive. What do you use again? 45 for most of your pistols?
45s and 30-06 for the rifle.
Okay. So that's actually not bad. 10 gold gets you 20 rounds for 45.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
30-06 is a bit more pricey, I think. So
Yeah, I want to stock up again as well, though.
yeah, you should stock up for sure. Just let me know what you want to trade, and then you'll get some ammo.
Yeah, he turns around to Thorndal. How much can we spend?
Let's see. How much are you wanting to get? We've got a good bit. How much are you wanting to buy? I'll tell you if we can do it.
I had 100 rounds for the pistols when I met you. Now I'm down to 50. If I keep company like you, I will be running through my reserves rather quickly.
Alright, so we have... we still have 2 buckets of scrap parts, which is 20 gold combined. We have an onyx worth
Which
50
would
gold.
be enough to buy 40 shots for a 45, which would be very cool, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You want to do that?
Yeah, Walter just nods, takes the bucket and says, thank you.
All right.
And hands it to the jockey.
He pulls out 2 boxes of 45 ammo and hands them to you. Pleasure doing business with you. What else can I get for you?
I'm not that low on rifle. We found some of those.
Okay.
Just thinking over it now. I've got 96 45s and 44 for the rifle.
Here, just, you use a gun more than me. Can I take 40 rounds of 9mm and trade them for 20 rounds of 45?
Is that even Steven?
It
Yeah,
should
he'll do
be.
an even trade with ammo because it doesn't depreciate, so he'll do an even trade.
Alright, go ahead and
Even
add
Steven would be a freaking cool character.
All right. I'm gonna
Okay, so
subtract 40 and you
going
can
up
add
20, right?
Yep. I've yet to fire a
Yeah.
single shot from my gun, so
Yeah, I think the pistols are the most important thing. The gun really only comes into play seldomly.
Right.
Walter seems happy now.
Yeah, you can trade that stuff. They also sell bow ammunition too for anyone who uses bows. I think I have that in a separate handout, but is anyone interested in buying any bow ammunition? There's some cool ammunition here too.
I got quite a bit of ammunition already.
Right, but they have special shots and stuff if you're interested in anything. It's up to you. They sell some of the rare stuff. It's pricey though.
Yeah.
But regular bow ammo is pretty cheap. You can stock up on that if you need to.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you the handout, or you're not interested tonight?
I think I have enough for now.
All right. I just wanted to bring it up.
What
Okay.
explosives? This is what.
Well, he sells rockets. He's got a few on hand. They're 100 gold pieces. So
Yeah.
I think inside of the Waste Roamer has rockets there, and so does Avi, but she's always wanting to shoot it at everybody. A rocket launcher. Is anyone else interested in any melee weapons? You want to see the list at least, or
actually, yeah.
I know
do
you're
wanna see
pretty.
the list.
You want to see the list? Okay, so for melee weapons, I'll show you that list here. The top just talks about nano steel, vibromotors, how they work, and then if you scroll down through this, each one has special qualities for the most part, and I've actually added in some other stuff from another game system. Not another game system, but another rule set, I guess. Called Beyond Damage. I think it's the same thing you use, Thorndale. Beyond Damage dice. Remember when we played that campaign? But at the bottom of that melee weapon list, the Norian hook, the stiletto, the daikama, the dwarven Tigino. That's just what they're called for reference. You can call it whatever you want in here, but different weapon types, and they each have different attacks you can do with them and stuff. If you cross-reference that with the Beyond Damage dice, you can get the special attacks and moves from it. Do you want me to show you that other handout too for melee weapons, or are you interested in anything right here?
Yeah, I
You
want
did
to
put the melee in there.
Sorry, say again.
Go ahead, Vince. Sorry.
Oh, you did put the handout for melee weapons in there.
Yeah, I know. But I'm talking about the one that shows you what each melee weapons are capable of as far as special maneuvers and attacks. You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yeah, if you'll put it up for me real quick.
Yeah, you can put these two handouts side by side so you can compare and stuff, but each one's like a special attack that you can do. And some of them can do multiple attacks from other types. So if you use a longsword, you can basically parry with it. You can do a short draw as you're drawing it and do like what do? You do a pummel attack. It does no damage, but you give them disadvantage on their attack. Yeah, lock blades, right. I put that on some of your sheets already just so you knew about them. Because I knew long swords and katanas basically are the same in this, except katanas are, I think, a D10. It's actually the same as a long sword if you're two-handing it, but
And that does make sense.
It does, yeah. It makes sense.
Alright, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything.
You don't use no one really uses them except for Gerlach consistently.
Do
And
these
Avi.
sell? anything like as an armor or trinkets of the sort? Like, maybe a
No,
shield, anything like that?
they don't have a lot of that here. He's a weapons broker.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to implement a system for that too, where you can get new armor types and stuff. Most of that I plan on giving out as treasure. That was my plan, because the way I look at that is like when you get armor, that's really changing the game, because like that's like a permanent change. So typically,
Yeah.
you just
Well, I
got new
mean,
+1 armor, right? So
Well, yeah, but I was wondering, like, shields.
I guess he could. Yeah, you know what? We'll say are
Because I got a
shields on the armor?
nano steel longsword, and that's
Yeah.
using it one-handed. So if
So if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to use it as a
like if we're fighting something really super duper heavy,
throw a shield
I need
on, yeah.
throw a shield on.
Remember though, you do have to don a shield. I think it takes a full action to do that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess he has a basic shield in here if you want to buy one. Shield. I forget how much they sell for items. Just a basic shield.
Well, I got an armor
I think they're
class of
pretty
21, and the shield is at least +2 armor class.
Yeah.
So
I know.
that would bump me up to 23.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just self-attuned.
I just forget how much they cost.
10 gold pieces.
Is it 10? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can buy a shield for 10 if you want.
If you want
Already
one.
spent a lot of the money. It was
Not a
just
lot
a
of money.
thought. Yeah. Well,
It's your game. You guys can spend
Yeah.
your money. Don't act like this is like real money. You know.
well, also too, I'm proficient with using weapons and great weapon fighting as well. So, but yeah,
Right.
so we're fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, we have an obsidian worth 10 gold. It could be an even trade, man.
Yeah. I'm
You
fine.
want it? Okay.
Nope. We're good.
All right. You're good. Okay. You guys looking for anything else? He says, plenty more in stock if you're interested. Anyone? Sounds like you're pretty much done here.
Yeah,
Everyone
we're-
just blanking
yeah.
him.
Yeah, are you getting anything else, you think, or
Wouldn't
think we're good.
Melissa need any bullets though? Because
she
She
hasn't been
uses her
shooting her?
rifle?
Nah, she's been stockpiling stuff because she's been using her energy bow. That's a
Yeah, her-
special,
she gets
things.
20 arrows a day.
Yeah, so after that, she'd probably go to her rifle or her longbow or something to shoot with. But she has 143 rounds
Okay.
of 5.56 ammunition.
Oh,
She's got
she's
20,
good.
26 arrows, and her energy bow would be full right now.
Yep.
She also has 2 rations left. So.
Oh yeah, we got to get her.
And my
rest.
son's character, when he's here, he's got plenty of ammo left. And he's been doing a good job tracking it, actually.
We should get her some rations.
Well, you can, but you guys just bought, what, 40 of them?
Oh,
20? You bought 20 rations. So remember, you can just give each other rations if you need to. It's just group
Okay.
rations.
How many should everyone have? I have 9 at
We-
the moment.
gave 5 to everybody.
Don't
Yeah, I
try to
had
give it
4
to
people.
anyone who's not here, though. I don't want
Yeah.
to mix things up tonight. So hang on to what you got, and then if you want to
Yeah.
at a later date when they're here, then you can pass them out to people.
Yeah, and there's only 4 of us, so we already went through the 20 rations between us 4. All right. Time time to get a move on, I guess.
Yep. You can head out if you want.
Yeah, let's head out.
The mechanics have been, they're waiting for you by the edge of town. That's on the east end of town.
Okay.
And you meet up with them.
Okay.
And they take you in their heavy hauler, which probably is going to take a little less time to get to your destination. So I'm going to put you on the world map. And we'll move out. So. Okay, you're at Steel Rock Tribe, right? You guys see it?
Yep, right there.
Okay. So yeah, your waste roamer is about 8 hours away from here. We'll
Let's
say
head
you can
down
make it
there.
in 4. You can make it in 4 hours there. So,
Okay.
but you still have to move where you want to go.
Well, we'd have to move right here, like one square at a time.
Yep.
All right, let's
And
move
then
right here.
I get to roll on the table each time you move. Whoever wants to move it can move it. I think everybody has control. All right, so stay there for a second. You guys travel a couple hours, and nothing unusual happens.
All right, and then we move to the waste roamer.
Okay, move it over there. Oh, strange salvage again. You've come upon some wreckage or salvage. The party can ignore it or make an investigation check. If you succeed on the check, you determine the nature of the salvage. I'll roll on one of the tables. Maybe I'll roll on it twice, or I'll roll on 2 separate ones. And there is a small risk of exposure to disease. At the end of the check, I'll roll a D100, and depending on what I get, which you won't know, you may end up with a disease. So, what do you want to do?
You know what I want to do.
Do you want to investigate it?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
always
go ahead and
looking for
investigate it, I guess.
hidden stuff. I can do it away from the party, like again, so the disease will affect me if that's still allowed.
We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. All right, you make an
Oh.
investigation of this situation, and you find. I'm gonna roll to see what you actually find here. I'm gonna roll a. I think I got 5 things on there. I'm gonna roll a D6 -1. So you got 2. So the second thing on the list is simple crafting ingredients you find. And I will roll twice because Valter's with you. So you find 12 foodstuffs.
Yeah, 12 food stuff.
So those can be used as rations.
Yep.
Okay, so you can add that to your group inventory as rations or put it on your sheets.
Do you got that, Thorndale, the group
Yeah.
party?
Yeah, I'll put it in.
It's also usable in crafting, like you can make foods with it and stuff, but it's just common crafting. Let me see. All right, so you find some craft ingredients, and I'll roll again and see if you find something different. I'll roll it twice. So this one is number 1, which would have been the first thing. Common treasure. So I'll roll that once, and you find 5 bottle caps mixed in with it.
Ooh.
Okay.
5 bottle caps.
Cool.
Which is money. You know what? Let's do a multiplier of a D. I'm going to do multiply because you guys are getting into the next stage of the game, so I'm giving you more treasure. I'm going to multiply that 5 by 2, so you found 10.
Okay.
All right, 10 bottle caps that time.
10 bottle caps.
Yep.
Sweet.
And now I get to roll a D100. Okay, you don't contract any diseases from this, luckily, so you're good to go.
Well,
You
I
can
found
continue on without incident at this point.
I found some interesting things, but I'll put them in the group suits. Continue.
Okay. You guys are in the area that the waste roamer got damaged, and
Yep.
I am going to. I think I remember which map it was. Hold on one second. Do we need the map? Actually, we don't even really
No.
need the map.
So we're
We
hooking up
just
and
play
hauling
this
it
out.
back, right?
Yeah. They hook it up for you. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get back now. I'm just going to go ahead and hide the party token, and now you guys can
Okay.
control the waste roamer again. It's going to take you 4 hours per hex now. You traveled 4 hours because you're going twice as slow now with them hauling this back. So each hex is again 4 hours for the time being. So you do have to get it back to Steel Rock Tribe in order to get it fully repaired if you want.
Okay, so we move right up in here.
Okay. So let me roll again. See if you get a hazard. Nothing unusual happens.
Alright.
So you've been traveling now for 8 hours. You do need to take a long rest.
Okay.
Or you could push on. You only have 4 more hours to go. You can make one Constitution saving throw and see if you suffer any exhaustion.
Let's take a long rest.
Well,
let's push.
won't we recover the exhaustion when we take a long rest?
Yeah, but that's if you don't take a long rest, though. So
Right.
you would recover it if you got back to the village. You know what I mean? And then took a long rest there.
Yeah, we're probably going to take a
That's-
long rest in the village anyway.
Let's say we
right?
rest in the village.
Yeah.
That's if you even suffer any exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's keep pushing ahead.
Because it's a Constitution check to see if you get tired.
Alright, here's the village. It's another
Alright,
4
so
hours.
I do need to roll
12
one more
hours.
time. Okay, nothing unusual happened again. Yeah, there's one con check. I forget what you got to beat, but
Yeah, I mean, we're probably resting right after it, so it doesn't make much of a difference, I guess.
yeah. For travel rules, we'll just say for the first level of exhaustion, you got to beat a 10. All right, Thorndale gets 1 level of exhaustion. I think there's actually exhaustion trackers on your sheets, so you can see what it does. Do you see that on yours, Thorndale? I think I enabled it recently on everyone's sheet, so...
I'm looking for.
Oh, I didn't do it on yours. I'll turn it on real quick and you'll see it. So just below where you roll for hit die, there's like
Oh,
levels of it there. Now,
Nice.
you have disadvantage on ability checks now for the next couple hours. So everybody else doesn't get exhausted, but Thorndale gets a little tired, from that extra travel. So you get back to the village, and they say to you, like, look, we got to do, the mayor told us about your situation. We're going to have to get this thing repaired. It's going to take us a good 16 hours to get it repaired. You might as well stay the night.
Yeah, we definitely stay the night and
Yeah.
sleep it off, and hopefully Thorndale gets recovered from his exhaustion.
Yeah. So you guys can all head right to the inn and pay them whatever you want. Well, it would be probably 5 gold for the night for like room and board and food.
Well, including food, that would be worth it.
Yeah, it includes everything you need to
Food
spend the
for
night.
5 for the whole party.
Yeah, everybody
Okay,
in the
that's
party.
worth it. Yeah, and everybody gets food. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we trade them like 5 battle caps?
Whatever you got, they say.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's worth. Yeah. We trade them 5 of our bottle caps.
Cool. Alright, subtracted it.
So you start resting. I'm assuming you want to get right to sleep. So the first 8 hours, you don't have to set a watch or any of this stuff. But
Yeah.
I'll put up the long rest checklist real quick in case there's anything on there you do want to do. Obviously, the only thing would be prepare spells and reset your features, but your features are probably not depleted, and preparing any spells would be the only thing I can think of that some of you might need to do. In fact, only one of you
Yeah.
needs to worry about that. So
If Walter can, he will do some crafting in the village if there's a workshop around.
yeah, anywhere in town can be used as a workshop. What kind of crafting did you want to do?
Like even if I cannot turn the robot head with thermal vision into proper night vision goggles at this point because I might be missing some parts. He like do the first steps and clean up the stuff and prepare everything, just so he has put in some of the work that he would need to do at some other point, maybe when there's less free time.
All right, so underneath items, I have this rule set here for the common crafting system. All right, so how many parts do you got?
So
that you collected specifically.
It started with the robot head with infrared, and then I have 14 units of spare parts.
Okay. So, do you see the link there? If you click on it,
following it. I need access.
Oh, you don't have access. Huh. All right. Well, I'll just explain it to you. So it's everything that says right there. Basically, you got to make a check. All right. I'll tell you what to do. So you have to have all the necessary materials. So we'll say you need to spend 10 of those parts, okay, to do whatever you're about to do. And I got to set a value for how much you progress you get to make. That you basically roll and you gain CP. So if you want to track it, this is giving you how much are night vision goggles, and like, is that a common? What are dark vision glove, or is that a ring or whatever?
There might be several items
Dark
that should do
vision.
that.
Yeah, so it would be the equivalent of that. We'll just say it's a common item, right? Like as far as magic items.
Yeah.
It's a common magic item. So for something like that, I'm going to say you're going to have 50 crafting points. And then what happens is you just follow what it says there. When crafting, you roll a d20 to determine how much progress you make. So what are you proficient in? What tools are you proficient in?
So I have the mechanics skill thing, and
right, but
these
specifically tools
I've got here.
All right, so you're not proficient in making this stuff, okay? But for mechanics, I guess I'll add your proficiency bonus into the roll, okay? You're supposed to get tools. So actually, why don't we do that right now? Spend something from your group inventory at the adventuring store to get mechanics tools, and put mechanics tools on your sheet so you actually have tools. And we'll say they cost 10 gold. So you got to spend 10 gold to get mechanics tools.
Cool. Oh, let's see.
Okay, so what do you guys just trade in something there, and you can end up with mechanics tools, and then you can add your proficiency bonus to this crafting project. Okay. Once you got that done, you'll roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus.
So it's not the mechanics skill, just plus.
You'll
proficiency.
you'll. Let me double check. If you are only your proficiency, yeah. So if your character is proficient in these tools, add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, have the roll. So if you didn't have the tools and you weren't proficient in them, so it's not mechanics. It's not your mechanics skill. It's going to be your mechanics tool kit, and you're just adding proficiency. Make sense?
Cool.
So everybody's proficiency right now is 5, I think. So you're going to add 5 to this roll, and that's going to determine how many crafting points. Crafting progress points you get. Okay. So you
Oh.
got to get to 50 before you're done, and you do this during a long rest. So at any time during the long rest, you can make one roll. It's not a set amount of hours. It's just specifically one roll for this.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I use inspiration on this?
Yeah.
I have the spell Enhance Ability, which gives you advantage on any stat. But would that work for this?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't
Okay.
affect this.
You have to have a
yeah.
specific stat too. So I don't know.
Right. All right. So you got a 20. So you made 20 crafting progress on
Cool.
this. So you got to do 30 more, and then you're done. Then you'll have the item. It'll be usable.
Yeah. So
And
Walter
it-
just.
It'll basically give you dark vision after that.
Very cool. That will come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just waltz in somewhere, going. I will use you at the workshop now. Yes. That's going. Yeah.
Yeah, you're hanging out with the mechanics over on the
exactly.
eastern side of town, and you pop into the workshop and talk to them about it. You're just using their tools. Well, you bring your own tools with you, and then you're using their tables and whatever. You could do this in the field too. It's simple enough of a project that you could even work
Cool.
on it in camp. So if this was something like I had as an item, like when you installed Vince's weapon mod,
Mhm.
that had a specific amount of time you had to spend. That's what was really the key to that. So other things you
Yeah.
might find literally will require you to go to a shop to work on it. Like things with the waste roamer always require you to get it repaired somewhere. But with your mechanics skill, and now that you have tools, you might be able to make field repairs in double the amount of time they could at a shop. So depending on the problem. If it breaks
Very
down
cool.
again. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't plan on doing that all the time. It's just that was a one-off for the most part.
We might want to think about getting spare parts for the roamer.
Keep those buckets of spare parts instead of trading them in.
No,
You can-
getting like spare parts specifically for the vehicle.
I don't think I want to get that granular with it. I think spare parts that you find in the game world will suffice.
Yeah.
Scrap parts and things that you can shape into whatever you need for the most
We
part.
can always go orc style.
Yeah. I mean, it is a cobbled together piece of junk, so but it works,
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy.
I don't know if Noctua has not seen the Waste Roamer's stats, probably.
There's a link for a picture, but it doesn't say anything about it.
It should bring it up. I think everybody has that. I put it right next to you guys. So it should be available to all players.
Oh, now I have. I could have swore there wasn't, but
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. This thing helps you in combat on the world map. So if you get attacked in the world map, this thing is there in battle with you. And it has an AI function that you can control its own actions. Someone has to actually roll for it. I think Aurelius was doing it last time. But you got to track ammo. It does have rockets and mortars. You haven't found any mortars for it yet. But it's got 6 rockets left and 127 50 caliber ammo. And you can use it to run over people, shit like that. The stock machine gun uses 50 caliber, and it can attack twice with that. It's got its own stat block and everything. It's resistant to a lot of shit. The biggest thing that it really does is it reduces your travel time, and it also gives you advantage on checks. Basically, it's not resistance, but I just call it that. When you have to make a check for anything in the world map or anything in the game where you're in this thing that requires you to get radiation, this thing gives you advantage because it shields you. It's like giving you shielding from harmful radiation if you're in it. So
will my tactical cantrip for mending work because it's a construct? Can I fix it?
For hit point damage, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's something like that, yeah. Yeah, it does count as a construct. So
Okay.
I think I have it counting as a con. Let me see what I gave it. It's pretty much a
It says its
construct.
type is construct. Yeah.
Yeah, huge construct. So it does help you with that. So
Cool.
yeah, your tactical cantrip will heal it. Yeah. He took one of my homebrew feats that gives him tactical cantrips. I don't know if you guys remember. I made them like a year ago and no one took it. But he took that just to try it out. So you can do some healing on it, or make repairs the hard way if you want. But
Cool.
all right, so Walter, you've made some crafting progress today. You guys take this long rest, and you guys are ready to go out there again. For tonight, I might want to leave. I'll say that the other 3 will travel with you, but they're not going to be usable in combat because they're not here. They will be in the Waste Roamer most of the time. Except Lyra, if you do end up going to visit with Xavier's mutants. So she'll get out. But the other 2 will act as sentries and protect the Waste Roamer so it doesn't get hijacked or something. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You done in town? Did you want to conduct any more trading here or business operations? You could always hit the bar and spend all your hard-earned money there and get drunk. Our first D&D group, we had a bunch of players that's all they ever wanted to do is hang out at the tavern and spend the entire session there. So I always try to have 1 or 2 taverns running around in my games. Vince, do you remember that with Boo and all them guys?
Many hours of good fun at taverns.
Yeah,
That's where I met my wife, Elmistra.
Yeah, that's right. Your wife.
Yep.
That was like a random thing too. I just did that on the fly. Yeah.
I was gonna
Alright.
treat her like a whore, but damn it, she had to act like a lady.
She was really nice to you. You couldn't help but
I
be
know.
nice back. So
I couldn't help it either.
yeah. Anyway, there is the people at this tavern are pretty much all alcoholics. It's a dive bar. It's not the nicest establishment, but what do you expect in a town filled with like vagrants and cutthroats, basically? Actually, this town's not too bad. If you look on the field notes real quick, you guys, I took the time out of my busy schedule to update some of this shit because someone wasn't doing it. Scroll down to where it says important people and factions, and you'll see all the names of people you've met on the adventure, plus any known major names that you've met, and factions that you're aware of. And I even linked the handouts to some of them so you don't forget who they are. But that's there for your reference. If you get confused in the story, that's a good place to check, like who's who. Just wanted to point out that I did that for you guys, so you know it's there. All right, so what is your goal here tonight? So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to take a break, or take a break now before we start in on another major leg of the adventure?
You guys can.
Well, we're getting close to 8 o'clock Eastern, so we usually take our first break at 8. Does everybody want to keep going, or do you want to take our break now so that we don't have to stop again?
I think taking a break now would be good, and then we can.
All right.
We're going to the Xavier's.
I think that's
Cool,
the plan. Right? I think that's the plan. Yeah. All right, so let's take our break. There's other areas you could go to too. There's other unexplored areas, but if you want to head there, we can. Take 10 minutes and then we'll continue. We'll be right back.
Cool. Back. Again.
I read this thing. They teach kids in school the music from Final Fantasy as like a class. I'm not joking. You can get like degree. They orchestrate it. Like they've had entire albums of it done, like with a live orchestra, and yeah.
Well, I mean, you can almost spend more on a video game to make a video game now than a movie. I mean,
probably
like they required so many people and so much sort of knowledge and talent. Yeah, yeah. I mean, occasionally you see somebody compare the price of a movie versus a video game, and how much movie's 2 hours. Pay whatever it is,
a lot less entertainment value.
Yeah, and I mean, so a new game is 6 times as much, but you're gonna spend more than 10 hours on it. 10 hours on a new game.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people play them. That's why it's like a big thing.
Yeah. But I mean, still, people, kind of hold movies up above video games. But I mean, it's harder to make a good video game than a movie.
Like that's the true art form. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nowadays, you have voice actors and professional animators doing the performance. The same thing they use for CGI.
Yeah.
It's just cartoon style instead of realistic.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting world we live in.
Yeah, at least that's one interesting thing. I mean, they're good and they're bad for you, video games and all this shit.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, they just sort of make fun of it, but the Raid Shadow Legends is made by a company that makes slot machines. And it's one of the highest grossing. It's an incredibly profitable video game that's just made by the same people who made, One Arm Bandit.
It's like that same addiction thing that they put into it. I've never played any. I don't like handheld games at all. I can't get into them. Like, I tried for a couple of years, but they're just like that. They're like slot machines.
What's that handheld game?
Anything that you can get on your phone, basically, or like browser games that require you to spend a lot of money to keep playing.
Screw that shit, yeah.
Well, yeah, they're built for such short attention spans that, yeah. Seeing as we have the old guy crew on now, I think. Yeah. These young kids. They're mobile.
Yeah. I know. Why don't they get on one of those big old huge old TVs that used to weigh 120 pounds and play a game like the right way?
Yeah.
I swear
Back
to God,
in my day.
That's how much my TV weighed. The TV was like 120 pounds. Like, shit you not. And the whole front end, I remember it was the new type of flat screen, or where they made the first box front screen, flat instead of being like a circle glass. And oh my gosh, that glass was so freaking heavy, dude. That TV weighed 120 pounds. I shit you not. It was so freaking heavy. Yep.
Well, yeah, when you used to have to worry about TVs falling on kids.
Yeah, because they were front heavy. They were front heavy, and oh my gosh, they could seriously do some damage. Yeah. You have to put them way up out of everybody's reach and stuff.
Attached to a stud so it didn't take out your kids. Yeah.
All right. Is everybody else here?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We should get going, huh?
Yeah, we should.
All right. So you guys want to head out to the world map now? You done in town?
Oh, shit. I just accidentally closed the game.
All right. Well, just get back in here. Damn it.
Do we know of anything, seeing as we're trying to make an alliance with Xavier's school, do we know of anything that we could bring them as a present? or a peace treaty, peace offering type thing? Or do we not know enough about that?
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
The only information you have to go on is what Commander Collinsworth told the party, which was that he's just hoping that they'll let you in the front door because Lyra is also a mutant. So your angle should be something along the lines of like, we have a mutant with us, we need to bring her to your school kind of thing, you know?
Okay.
You know, and it's up to you guys to reveal who you're working with and who you are, and they're going to want to ask you a lot of questions, probably. You're going to have to earn their trust. I'll put it that way.
All right, take us to the world map.
All right. I'm putting you. Are you guys ready to do that? I just want to. Everybody's ready, right? Okay. I'm putting you on
I
there.
think so, yeah.
I am.
Okay. Your best intelligence at this point suggests that Xavier's mansion is somewhere in the easterly direction, southeast of where you are. Okay, so you can pick any path you want to do to get there. It's entirely up to you. You can pick the shortest path, or you think, you want to go a safer route, whatever you want to do. But remember, I am rolling each time you move to see what kind of hazards you encounter on the map. Some of the squares will be automatic, like something will happen, and other ones will have different like outcomes and stuff. So, okay. So whoever wants to drive the way. Now remember, you guys are fully rested. The waste roamer only takes 2 hours per hex now. So
Well, I thought we had agreed to go to Xavier's mansion. Or did anybody else have any other thoughts?
one of your other quests is way down the south. It's called Wilder Wildlife. It's way down here.
Yep.
There's a location here you don't know much of anything about.
No, we don't.
No, you don't
Then
have
there's
any
a
quests.
location here.
Yeah, those are just like general landmarkers. There could be something there you don't know. You could always just roam around this map exploring things. There's probably even more settlements on the map you don't even see right now. So, like I did in the beginning of the campaign, a lot of this stuff was hidden at first. So,
Yeah. What do you guys suggest?
whatever you do, don't go into V-roll territory, which is anywhere east of the second river.
Yeah, is this right here?
Yeah, that's heavily patrolled by V-roll, and that doesn't necessarily mean you won't encounter the rule. So anywhere where there's purple, it's considered highly toxic, and plant animals are not suitable for food in those regions typically.
Okay, what about regions like this?
That's
this?
purple. Yeah,
That's not great.
Yeah. No, that's all the purple stuff.
And then what color is this?
Where? I don't see where you're clicking now. That's even more purple. That's heavier. So any squares that have a lot of purple in them, you're going to have to maybe use rations or find another way to survive in those areas. And we'll see what happens too.
All right. So where do you guys want to travel to?
Well, if we zig up to the river north of Xavier's mansion, we should be able to mostly avoid the purple zones.
Maybe.
I mean, theoretically, there's maybe some purple here, but it's less purple than here. Again, I don't. There's no way that for me to know this, but if we that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Draw it out. Yeah.
I mean, it's one step. No, it's the same steps.
Same amount of like hexes to get there.
Yeah. If we just go that way, we do hit one maybe radioactive square, but
It's not
looks
radioactive if it's purple, by the way. So it can be radioactive. That's usually hidden. What the purple typically means is that the plants and animals aren't very, very healthy in that area. You can try to eat them, but that you could get sick.
and that should only be basically a day's travel because that's 6 squares. So that's 12 hours. We have to make 1 Constitution save. I think after 8, right?
Or you could take a long rest.
Yeah. Does that seem like a plan?
Yeah.
I say you guys should just go for whatever seems best. Who wants to drive the waste roamer?
Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
First check.
Yeah, first check. Contaminated game. The wildlife in the area are contaminated with disease and radiation, therefore not suitable for consumption. Any character who eats contaminated game must make a DC 10 Constitution check or receive 5% radiation exposure. So as long as you're not long resting here, this doesn't really affect you.
I'll try not to eat any squirrels.
Yeah. All right, so you can continue on. All right, next check here. Oh, otherworldly invaders, aberrations. There are strange tracks which can't be fully explained. A party member must make a DC 15 survival check and go back 1 hex to avoid an encounter, or the group can try and pass with a DC 25 stealth check.
How does making a stealth check work?
Just
Roller.
exactly what it says. It's just like the whole party's traveling together. You know, sometimes people are getting out of the roamer, that kind of thing, checking for tracks and things like that. So it's just happening right now. So like you're either trying to hide the roamer or you're trying to stealth through the hex.
Survival is our best bet, I'd say.
Well, but then we have to go back, and so we waste 2 hours and have to go around. Can one of the guys with extraordinary dexterity make it?
It's a group check. So everybody in the party, including everybody who's with you, also has to make a stealth check. And if more people succeed than fail, then you can pass through undetected. If not, they detect you, and then we have an encounter.
Yeah, cool.
The other option is you can go and encounter them and meet them head on.
Yeah, that's the way I prefer to do it.
But it's up to you guys. You have to decide what to do.
Let's go and encounter and meet them head on.
If we succeed on the survival check, but we don't retreat, would we be aware of the aberrations? Could we ambush them?
No, you have to retreat if you're making that check. Yeah. It's just, this is a little bit more like a dice game, just like, you know, this part of it.
I don't know. A head-on confrontation is always a better confrontation for me.
I hate to waste the time to retreat.
But just remember, you got a long way to go, Vince. You guys could get into serious trouble on your way there if I keep rolling more and more bad things. So just keep in mind, your resources are limited. You're in a waste. I mean, you're in a wasteland, really. You know, so.
And that's in the square right here, right?
No, it's in the one you're on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to go through it, we got to make a deck save. A stealth save.
A stealth check.
A stealth check.
Yeah, but if the whole party has to make it, there's no way that everybody's going to make it.
So if we move...
No. Like I said, at least half the party has to succeed on it.
Okay, so Well, let's make a stealth check then, guys. Not much to think about. Just
All right, Volter made it.
There's some people who are just gonna make it for sure.
We're like, you
Dang.
rolled a 12, so you failed.
wait. I did. Oh yeah.
You rolled twice, and you have
Wait. No.
disadvantage
No.
anyway.
No. Actually, no. 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 Wait a minute. Actually, with me, I have this ability where I add have my proficiency bonus to it.
To what?
Oh,
For
he's
To
a
what?
bugbear.
to my save. I'm a bugbear.
It's not a save. It's a check.
Yes.
Bugbears are really good at stealth checks.
Oh,
Oh,
they
well,
I
are.
do
Well,
remember that.
that's already included in there.
Oh, well,
But with a 12, you need to add a whole lot to get a 20. 25 is
yeah.
pretty high.
Hold on. Let me.
All right, so that would put you at that would be 3. That would actually be 2 more, so you would be at a 14.
Okay, this is a. Yeah. All right. Well, I failed. No big deal.
You can use hero points too if you want.
You're not.
And what do we got to beat?
25.
Oh, there's no way.
Does my crit count for 2?
No.
Yeah. So I fail for mine.
Were
I
you
failed
carrying the bugbear? Can you carry the bugbear while we try and sneak?
Sneakily.
I don't think you have the strength to carry me.
Oh,
True.
the second one would have made it.
So,
No, I didn't.
All
Make
right.
it.
How do hero points work again? I haven't used them. in a
Just
game
read what's
before.
on your sheet. It's
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, you just roll a hero point. It's a 1d6. You get 11 of them.
I mean, can you use multiple ones? As maybe?
No, 1 per check.
I don't think
Oh,
I have
you know what,
any
I'm
way
gonna-
of actually passing. I only have a +3.
Andy, I would say use a.
You should have
Yeah,
talked
I'm gonna
about
use.
this before
I'm
you
gonna
all
use a
decided
hero
to roll.
point. I'm gonna spend a hero point
All right, spend a
because
hero
if I
point.
roll good. Is it gonna
Oh, 24.
You still failed.
Oh! Can I do my wheel or woe? I need to determine if it's a good day or a bad day. But I could add an additional d6 to that. Because my Druid of the Stars.
Link it for me just so I make sure, because usually this shit doesn't stack. So go ahead and link it for me.
It's near the bottom. Going. Oh no. So technically, each day I'm supposed to roll a die, and if it's even, it's good. If it's odd, I can penalize people.
I'm gonna say you can't add that to this too.
Okay.
You get,
Okay.
like that would be stacking the table too much in your favor for skill checks. So you can still roll your d20 so that you know if it's a wheel day or a woe day.
Okay.
You want to do that now? I think, what is it? Even is wheel.
Odd. Yeah.
So it's a
odd is
woe
bad.
day.
Odd is
You
low.
can add that to other bad guys and stuff
Okay.
later. But
So I couldn't. Yeah. No.
all right,
I don't.
Thorndil, do you want to go ahead and roll anyway to see if you make your
Yeah.
stealth check?
I'll have to roll like a nat 20, but yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna use a hero point too.
All right.
Can't you choose?
Oh.
You made it. All right. So
Oh my god, I did
2
not
people
think
have
that.
passed. Now I got to roll for the other people in the party. Okay. So let's see. This is why they all need to be here. But all right. So we'll do one for Lyra. She'll most definitely fail.
And she could just go invisible.
Yeah,
right?
she could just use her unlimited invisibility.
All right. I'll give her a pass. All right. So she does have greater invisibility, which is basically unlimited. So she would have failed. But I do have to roll for the other 2 people that are here right now because you're all making this as a group. Avi
Well,
should,
Avi. Yeah.
she should pass, and she's not proficient in stealth, but she still got a +6. Yeah, that's her. That's Melissa's mentality. I don't know what stealth's for. All right, there's a 21, and then I'm gonna roll a hero point for her. She failed by 1.
Okay, so we got
And then I think you've got two passes and 2 failures already. If you break
we
even,
can't get half.
yeah, if you break
Well,
even,
we can though. Yeah, okay. If Doom
But
Guy decides not to murder,
he is also, I think, proficient in stealth. Very proficient. He's got a plus 18.
Oh, he's better than me.
I gave him skill stuff and all that.
He's not better than me.
Well, he's got a hero point to spend. Okay, so you guys have avoided the encounter because you broke even. So I'll say a tie passes, and you guys made the group stealth check, and you don't have to go back a hex, and you avoid the encounter.
Yay! So who's this new guy we got with us?
What are you talking about? My son's character, dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know he was. I didn't know his character was playing with us. Okay.
Well, I said I was going to bring him with you, and
Alright.
nobody objected. So you could have left all of them behind except for Lyra, but
Yeah. All right. Next square.
did you move again already?
Yeah, he did.
I bumped us to the next one.
Okay. Nothing unusual happened there. So you've been traveling for 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Next square.
All right. Rolling again. More aberrations.
Okay. All right.
So you got that one again. What do you want to do? Do you want to risk that stealth check, or do you want to go back a square? And you guys still got to make a survival check to do that, but one person leads that. It says a party member must make a survival check.
All right.
We've only got 2 more squares.
All
I'd
right.
say we go for the stealth.
Well, someone has to make a survival check.
Well, I guess it. Well, can we choose which one we? I mean, can we make both?
Yeah.
No, you can't make both.
So
You have to choose right
you
now.
have to decide if you're avoiding.
If someone rolls
sneaking.
stealth, then that's the choice the party made. Yep.
All right. Well, who has?
What do you want to do? I don't hear Thorndale talking much.
No, Thorndale's pretty quiet.
Sorry,
tonight.
I'm trying not to talk over people. I noticed it the last week. I've been doing it a lot more.
You're fine. Your voice is always welcome. Unlike some people, Vince.
I mean, shit. Let's try for the stealth, man. If nothing else,
All right, stealth it is.
we can take him. We got Gerlach.
Oh no, 13. That's trash. Yeah. I failed mine.
All right, you have one chance to do this with hero points if you want to try and roll.
Does anyone spend hero point? I'm gonna roll stealth. Then.
Bolter, are you spending hero points?
Oh, I could. Oh,
If you got a 6, then you might be safe.
Those aren't good odds.
Nah.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Thorndale, go ahead. So we got 1 pass.
Fuck, 1.
3 fails.
3 fails. 1 pass.
And then I got to roll 2 more times. So I got to roll for Avi, who will probably fail again.
Yep.
What did she get there? There's no way she's passing.
Oh.
Unless...
No, we've
got something... Okay, she's not a very stealthy ranger. She failed. All right, so we're having an encounter. I'm going to set up the map, because even if I roll for Michael's character, anyone who passed their stealth check can start the encounter hidden, though. Okay, so that would be Andy. You are technically your stealth at the beginning of the encounter.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to pick one of these battle maps to use. go with one of these here. Okay. Let me grab some deadly enemies from the aberrations.
How about friendly enemies?
mm, I think you guys know who I'm gonna grab.
The V rule.
Yep, be rule.
No.
Oh,
Actually, there's another thing specifically for the rule in the in one of the tables you may encounter. So, um, okay, but remember you have the waste roamer. I'm not gonna have the others as combatants unless like you guys are getting your asses kicked. I'll have them hop out of the waste room.
can you ping the map?
I will in a second. I'm just setting up the tokens on this map
Okay.
here. That should be enough. Actually, we'll just keep it a little bit smaller since it's a small group tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys on this map somewhere. Got Noctua, we have Thorndil, we have Gerlach. We'll say the others are inside of the waste roamer, controlling the waste roamer's artillery and whatnot. So I'll put Noctua towards the back since he was stealthy, and we got to put Volter on the map somewhere. So
Yeah, everybody gets behind me.
okay. I'm just gonna take Avi off of here. I'm gonna take Pantheros. See, when you lose Avi, you also lose. Oh, we'll have Lyra. She's fighting with you guys too. She can cast buffs on you or try to mesmerize them or something. And Doomslayer's out of the picture, so we got Lyra. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna put the Waste Roamer. We're gonna put that on the initiative tracker. Ah, come on. Of course, nothing wants to work. I gotta refresh. Give me one moment. All right, that should have worked. What the hell? Something's not working with improved initiative tonight.
Yeah, I didn't see you link it. Yeah.
I'm gonna log back in. I think something happens when I log out or if I go idle. I don't know what happened, but there we go. I think that's gonna work. There we go. Finally. Okay. All right, so I'm setting up the map still, but the map's set up and just setting up initiative.
All right. Everybody's supposed to be behind me, Mike.
All right, I got you. I got them behind you. Okay. Forget what I'm doing. Oh, that's what they're called. These are called core spawn. Two of those. I just want one. All right. Almost done. Let's get the combat music going. All right. So I'm rolling I'll send you the link in a second. Okay, there's the link. You guys should be good. Gerlach, you won initiative.
All right.
So you got a bunch of core spawn over here. That you can see. You've encountered them before, and you kind of know what their capabilities are. All right, so you got about 5 total enemies to deal with here in this encounter.
Okay. All right. So, it's my turn first.
Yeah, you're up. You guys see the map, right?
Yeah, I see the map.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for approved initiative to go through. Okay. Okay, so I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I attack number 1.
Okay.
And
Attack.
let's see, that's my nano steel pike. Okay.
All right, you're attacking the crawler. You do hit. Oh wait, what is that? 18 minus 5? What is
Yeah.
that? That's 13, right?
13, yeah.
You actually
13.
missed them. You missed them,
Okay.
but barely.
Okay. And there we go. That should be a good one.
Yeah, that's a total of it's 28 damage and full damage on that attack.
Okay.
He's bloodied already.
And one more attack. Oh, shit.
That is a fumble.
That's a fumble.
You drop your weapon on the ground, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
So your next attack, disadvantage.
Is it
Okay.
movement or free action to pick your weapon up?
Yeah, it's you can pick your weapon up, but it
Free
creates
action,
that.
I pick my weapon up.
Yeah,
All right.
that's your one free action this turn.
Yeah, that's my one free action this turn. Oh, yep, end the turn.
Okay. It's really called an interact with object, but okay, Vulture's next.
Okay. Moving up. And this might be a good opportunity to use. Is it here?
Oh, that is a good thing to do. You choose to expend one extra attack while taking the attack action to receive the ability to target multiple foes in a straight line behind a target creature. It doesn't work on constructs. If the attack hits, all creatures in a line behind the target up to a range of 20 feet have to make a dexterity saving throw or take half the amount of damage of the initial target. So you're going to sacrifice 2 attacks then?
So yeah, the attack itself, and then the extra attack goes onto the puncturing, right?
Okay, so that would affect, from where you're standing, just which one are you going to attack? So
Well, I was
if you attack this
planning
guy,
to shoot through those 3 in a line there, but yeah,
or
no,
they're not lined up properly. So you can get at least 2 if you did that. So you can get this guy and this guy, or you can get this guy. Actually, nah, you can't. You could reposition somewhere though if you have enough movement to get.
I could get into close quarters, right?
That's still going to be the same line of sight. So
yeah, in that case, it's probably not worth it, really. I thought I was getting 3, but
yeah, it looked like it, but no.
yeah, but to sacrifice an attack for
You could
half
get
damage
you could
is
get
really
2
worth
right
it.
there. You could get 2 right there.
I don't think 2 is
you
really
want.
worth it.
It's up to you.
Oh, it's 1 bullet.
It's 1 bullet.
Well, let's try it out. So puncturing the 2 number ones then.
Okay, go for it. All right, so that attack definitely hits number 1, and you kill him instantly. How much total damage was that, by the way?
Smells like 30.
All right, he's gonna make a dex save. It's not magical. So you got a 20. What is your DC?
Good question. What's the relevant stat?
8 plus 5 for proficiency plus your deck.
We'll make it your dex. Yeah,
Okay,
so
Dex is +7. So we are at 20.
so you have a 20.
Yeah, that should be my DC. 8 plus 7 plus 5.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, it seems he makes it out.
Yeah. All right, so you used 2 attacks for that though, because you spent longer to aim basically.
Yeah.
He just
So,
barely dodged it, but you
fair
killed
attack.
one. You killed one of them. He's actually dead. So
And I've got another shot.
right, you still have one more shot. Okay, who you targeting?
Probably going for number 2 though, since like he's more in a jumping at me straight angle.
That one.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a hit. So you did
26.
yeah, you got sharpshooter going twice there. Which is fine.
Ah, okay. Well, I'd cut that out.
It's up to you how you want to do it, but no, one of them's programmed in as the second line on that attack, and the other one is part of the macro. You want to use the macro though for future reference, because it'll automatically subtract the 5, or in your case 3, because you have archery. But all right, so you did 26 damage to Crawler 2, and he's still alive.
And yeah, probably making a step back.
All right. Is that turn?
Oh, is there cover behind that rock? Yeah, I'm standing in front of.
Not really. Maybe
Exactly,
half
yeah.
cover. Half cover.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You got to be behind it though, really. Yeah. More like that. All right. One of the flyers is up. Emissaries. So one of them flies over to here and fires a 15-foot cone of crystals at you guys right here. I'll link it for you guys. The crystals blast out. A 15-foot cloud of toxic crystalline spores extends out from the emissary. The spores spread around corners. Each creature has to make a con save or become poisoned. While poisoned in this way, a creature takes 11 or 2d10 poison damage at the start of each turn. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on itself. So it's save or suck. So Lyra needs to make a con save. I'll roll for her. She made it. So she's unaffected. Alright, that counts as his action, so he's done. Alright, Thorndale, you're up.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is spend 2 side points, just because I don't fully remember what they're vulnerable to. I remember they're, like, the psychic damage doesn't do much, so I'm going to assess foe on the emissary. Not the emissary, the seer. Sorry.
Okay. You make an opposed wisdom. Alright, make your insight check, and I need to make a deception check, huh? Alright, that would be charisma based. Alright, you learn everything that you need to know. Alright, so his current hit point total, you looked at the emissary, correct? He has 109.
The seer. I said emissary first, but then I said seer.
Yeah, you said first you said seer, right?
No, I said emissary first, but I was thinking the emissary was the dude in the back. But I meant the seer.
It's the seer, yeah. Alright, so wait, which one is the emissary and which one's the seer? You meant the seer, okay.
This guy right here, I think.
Yeah, that's who I thought he meant. Alright, so, and that's who I rolled from. He has 153 hit points. What else do you learn from it? All his immunities. He's immune to psychic. He is resistant to all magical damage and saving, or he has advantage basically against magic, and he is not vulnerable to anything.
All right. Yeah, he'll kind of look back at Lyra and don't bother with your psychic abilities. It's not going to work. And then he'll cast.
Boss,
What?
he was cheering you on. She's role playing.
Oh, I just didn't hear what she said. Sorry, it cut out for me.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot a firebolt at the seer.
All right, that's a 16 to hit. It missed. Just missed, barely.
Balls. That's my turn.
Okay, good turn though. The waste roamer is up. Does anyone want to fire, or do you want me to just blast things? I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the worst target possible. I'm gonna fire the stock machine gun at Crawler 2. All right, I missed. I get to fire it again at him. Okay. Now I crit. Crawler 2 took 22 piercing damage, but still didn't die. He's almost dead. He's very bloodied. I gotta subtract 2 rounds. Okay. And the waste roamer remains where it is, right there. End of its turn. Seer 1. That's the only seer. It's gonna throw some psychedelics at you. If it works. It's gonna throw a glimmering orb at you guys. Oh, there it goes, finally. 3 times. So it hurls this at Gerlach. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Gerlach. You're gonna take 33 damage. Alright, you took 33 psychic damage. And you get a random condition. I'm gonna roll a d6. Let's see what happens to you. You are blinded until the start of the seer's next turn. It hit you right in the eyes, basically.
All right.
Did you have a question, or?
Yeah. So that armor,
Mm-hmm. You would have gained 1 charge.
yeah, I get 1 charge. Okay.
Yeah, because it's still an attack. Any
and I get up
attack,
to 5 charges. So yep.
you can store up to 5, but anything more than that, it'll go off automatically.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
but you are blind right now.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that is its turn. It ends there. Noctua, you are currently hidden from the enemies, so you do have advantage on all attack rolls, but not saving throw spells. But it is your turn, so.
Who the one have both of the 2s acted currently? The top 2.
No.
Who's moved so far within the combat? Obviously the one that came and sprayed. But the seer is not acted yet, correct?
He just went, actually.
Oh, he threw the psychedelic orb. Okay.
Yes.
So the 2s haven't moved yet.
Correct.
I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly 30 feet forward.
Okay, you're no
and I'm gonna
longer
cast.
hidden that close to the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna move up.
How high are you flying, by the way? Because that counts as part of your movement.
Yeah. So I guess I'll fly 5 feet up. So I
right.
moved 1 square back.
All right.
I wonder if I can.
I got you at 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah. No, I totally got it. I'm gonna cast fairy fire.
Okay.
Just as a first level spot, and it's just gonna hit the back 2 guys.
So these 2 guys.
Yep. They both got to make it. I can link it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a dex save.
Is it Dex?
Here.
Okay. What do I? Yeah, so I know what to beat. Just link it.
Yeah.
I think you got a high DC, but I don't know what it is. So I'll let you link it first.
Sure.
All right, so I got to beat a 20.
Yeah.
They have advantage. So Emissary 2 saved and does not get affected. And now I'm rolling for the Seer. This is rolling. I'm rolling this hidden, so I'll just tell you
Sure,
what they get.
sure.
He
Yeah, we'll
also
see
he
if
also
it works.
passed. He got a 21. So
Okay.
neither of them are affected.
Okay.
That's your action.
That's my action. That's what I do.
So when we do combat, I wait for you to say end of turn. So
Okay.
I know.
End of turn.
Okay, end of turn. Good. All right, Lyra is up. She is going to see what she can do. She heard Thorndale's advice. She is going. Yeah, she's full psychic, just like Thorndale. I think she'll cast a mirror image on herself this time. She wants to stay in the mix. To take some hits. So let's cast mirror. How do you spell it? Yeah, I was spelling it right. Why isn't it finding it? Okay, so she cast the mirror image, and that is an action. And I don't think she can do anything else. Yeah, she's pretty much, that's it. She does a mirror image on herself, so she gets attacked. They're gonna have a hard time hitting her. Okay, so that's her turn. All right, Emissary 2 is up finally. This one's gonna fly up and around. They get a lot of movement. This one's gonna go behind Gerlach, and it doesn't really matter since you're blinded anyway. So it has advantage against you on any attack rolls. It's gonna make 3 attacks with its talons.
Okay.
Whoa. Well, I have
I got a
advantage. I got a
question.
22. So
Can I use a reaction?
what reaction?
I got 3 reactions.
Well, remember he's flying, so he's avoiding your threat until he comes down to you. But
Okay. Well, I was either going to use this or use this.
all right. So let's see. As an action, no, repelling charge is an action.
Oh,
It says
Nope.
it right there.
I thought it was a reaction. Okay.
You have the
Disarming
burning
Harry is a reaction. So
Okay.
when a
that's-
creature attacks you with a weapon, you may use your reaction to catch their weapon in your glaive's hook and disarm them. Make an
I
attack
wanna-
roll. So you can attempt that. So he did roll a 22. So you basically have to beat his attack roll. So make your own attack roll with the weapon you're holding.
Okay.
That's actually, the repel charge is a little confusing because it does say it's a reaction lower in the text too. It says as
Does
an
it?
action, you can use
Mhm.
a reaction.
I'll have to reread it. That's if that wouldn't apply in this case because the creature has to move straight towards you. He flew around you. You did not parry him. He still hit you because you ended up with a 20, and I got a 22 to hit because I had advantage.
Well-
You're also blind, so technically you had an 11 to hit. You have disadvantage right now, so you got hit. Okay. You took 9 slashing damage from the first attack. So you use your reaction. You don't have any more until the start of your next turn. There's another successful attack, and that one is a crit. So you took 20. What is that? 24? No, 23 damage.
Yeah.
And I get to roll on the crit table. You're disoriented. You got to make a con save, or you're also going to get stunned here.
I'm using my Indomitable. Well,
You could also use a hero point if you want it.
Indomitable gives me a whole nother roll, and I get 2 of them.
Okay, roll again. Okay, so I guess you made it. So, you don't get stunned. But that was his second attack. Now he gets to attack the third time, still with advantage, and he missed.
Okay.
So you're down to 57 hit points.
Yep.
That's his turn. All right, Crawler 2 will crawl up to you, and
Actually,
it will...
I have 137 hit points, not 122.
All right, I'll reset it. Hold on a minute. I thought I fixed all that.
Oh shit, yeah, mine's over 100 now too.
I didn't adjust anybody when we leveled up, so I'll give you like 10 more hit points there. So, okay, Crawler 2 comes up and attacks. Make it very inconvenient for me. Alright, so he gets multiple attacks. This is a bite attack with advantage, that's a miss. And he's gonna attempt to claw you. That is a hit. No, it's not. What is your armor class? 20. It's still a miss.
21. My armor class is 21.
No, it's a 20. You don't have that
It's
bonus thing
21.
anymore.
I got the magical armor. It's 21.
You don't have. You have a 20 now. You went from a 19 to a 20 last week. You're at a 20. I'm 100% sure of it. So I don't know how you're doing the math, but you're wrong. Because we figured it out last week. All right, so
Because armor is +1. That's why I thought.
yeah, I know that, but you were already wearing plate, and then you were at 19. Then you gained a +1 armor. That puts you at 20. All right, stop trying to cheat. So tail attack. All right, that's a hit. So you get hit for 5 more damage. Okay. And that's
And
in the
just so you know, that's my charges and my thing goes off.
How many times were you hit?
You just hit me twice. That would be that I was hit
You were hit 4
One.
times so far.
2, 3. No, I was hit 5.
You're not hit 5. You got
One
hit
from
once
that guy.
with 1 from that guy, 2 from the
that
guy, and then 1 from him. I only hit
one
you
from
once.
him. Okay.
That's 4, so you got to keep
Alright.
track of it. All right, so that's it. All right, it's your turn. You're blinded, and you had disadvantage on your next attack anyway. But
All right. Well, I have 4 charges, and
Yeah.
for my action, I'm gonna use my I'm blinded anyways, and no people are hitting me. So, you know what? All those attacks would have been resisted as well. But
I can't retcon all that. You
Oh
got to
my
remember what
God.
you can do. So
well, I thought
can
that
just
we
half the
put it in
damage.
there, but yeah, all that physical damage you did to me was all half damage.
yeah, but some of it wasn't physical from the first guy. So I'm not retconning that far back. Is what I'm trying to tell you. I'll retcon the last one, so I'll give you a couple hit points back. But
I thought you were gonna put adamantine bones in there as passive. Where
I can't remember that you have that. I can't calculate that every time. You got to remind me at the beginning of combat or as
Okay,
you're getting
all right.
hit.
fine.
Yeah, it's too much for me to track in my head.
I know it's a shit ton to track.
Can you maybe give us a tag for Vincent?
No, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not retconning anything. So what are you doing on your turn?
I'm doing as a bonus action, I'm releasing sonic energy in a 5-foot radius.
You can't do that yet. You've only been hit 4 times. I just got done saying it. So for each attack, you gain 1 charge.
Oh, okay, 5 charges. It says, all right. Wait, that says, that charge. Okay, I thought that was different things you could do. Okay.
If you get hit 1 more time, then you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well. Anyways. I'm gonna swing at
I'm sorry.
either one of
Go
these
ahead.
guys, right here. Because I'm blind, so I don't know. I'm just swinging my weapon wildly.
You gotta
Hit
pick a
whoever-
target. You still gotta pick a target. I can't just.
Okay. So number 2, I guess.
Okay. All right. That number 2. Make an attack roll
All right.
at disadvantage.
If it's that disadvantage, I'm taking my great weapon, my fighter off. All right. No,
You fumbled.
Yeah.
Terrible moon. Nearest opponent gets a free attack with advantage as an immediate action.
Yes,
so I'll make
do
it. I'll make it be this guy. It's a crit, so you just got critically hit. So you took 3 damage because it's normal piercing.
And
As
then
a
that would be
reaction?
5 charges.
Hold
well.
on, Vince. He
Okay.
wants to do a react. What were you gonna do? Not
Nah,
to.
we already talked about it. It doesn't change crits though.
What's that?
So I could do the because it's a negative day, so I can apply a 1d6 penalty, but
Yeah, if it's a crit, it's gonna make it no matter what.
yeah, it's still gonna make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
yeah.
if you got a 6, he would have still got a 20 and hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so no.
all right, so first things first, you got to make a wisdom saving throw, Vince, or you're gonna become frightened of him.
I use my other abdominal.
All right, go ahead.
Which wisdom is really bad.
Failed
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
So you are frightened.
Can I use a hero point?
Yes.
All right. That
So
would
that-
be a 13.
Nice.
All right, so you made it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you are not frightened of him, but I did critically hit you. As immediate action, attack the same opponent again. No 1s or 2s on damage die, so we'll do a claw attack this time.
All right. Well,
What's
you know,
next?
I just want to say one thing. I got hit 5 times, so automatically blow up with that radius around me, right?
No, at 6. So 5 charges, then you can activate it. But if it goes over 5, then it goes off automatically.
Okay.
Read the text and it's in there.
Well, this.
All right, so I just hit you again, but for 1 damage. So technically
that's 6
now
charges. Yeah.
it goes off. Well, hold on a minute. I got a 1 on that damage die. I gotta re-roll that 1. I can't get a 1 or a 2. All right, so he ends up. I'm gonna have to do. It says no 1s or 2s, so it would actually be 1 more damage overall. But all right, so it goes off. What happens? Tell us what happens, because you know what you do.
All right. Release a sonic pulse in a 5-foot radius around the user. Any creature within the blast radius must make a DC 14 strength saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. A successful saving throw reduces the damage by half, and they are knocked prone.
They are not knocked prone.
And they are not knocked prone.
Okay, and it's a strength save.
Yeah, strength save.
Okay, so crawler 1 got a 6. Roll the damage now, because it's going to apply to both of them at the same time.
All right. 3d6.
Okay. So that's a total of 7 damage. Crawler 2 is actually now dead. All right, now I also got to make a save for this guy, right? Okay.
Yep.
What was the DC?
A 14.
He got a 14 on his strength save. So he takes 3 damage,
Okay.
and he's not knocked prone. So, but you killed one of them just by getting hit. So that's pretty good. You got it now, right? You see how it works. So
Yeah.
you get up to 5, but at 6, then it goes off automatically.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and I still got 2 more attacks.
You do still have 2 more attacks. Yeah.
All right, so now I attack that guy. All right.
All right, that's a 28 because you're still
Yep.
blind. And a 28 should be enough to hit. It definitely is. So it's actually only 17 damage though. Okay, that's a hit though.
Okay.
hmm
All right, and then that would be a 24 to hit.
24 hits, and you did 14 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Now you start off at 0 again on the charges in your armor, by the way. So
Yeah,
like
I
once
know.
it goes off, they're all gone. So
Yeah.
Okay, but you did some good damage to him. He's still barely injured, so
All right.
okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Walter, your turn.
All right. I'll pull out one of my pistols. Oh, where's my thing? There we go.
You're gonna blow
Yeah,
that
that's
right
what
here. As a bonus action.
And then shoot in my samurai stance thing.
Okay.
The
Which
one
one
is
are you attacking?
hovering right here at the moment.
All right. Yeah. He's only about 5 feet in the air.
So it's 25 to hit.
25 is a hit. So that is definitely a hit. So 28 damage to him. Go for it.
And another.
That's another hit. So another 22 damage. Okay,
and
it's
we got
another
more.
hit. 21 more damage. You kick ass. You got your offhand
I'm
too.
not done yet.
I
Although I don't know if I really want to action search for a random
Well, you can do your offhand, right?
Nah, I can only switch one weapon per round, right?
Did you switch weapons?
Yeah, I had my rifle
Oh,
out, and
yeah.
I'm now
That's
using one
true.
revolver.
That is true. Okay, so that's 3 attacks though. Do you want to action surge or?
I'm thinking about it. Let's see how
Okay.
everyone is. I'm actually pretty fucked up already.
You guys are hanging in there.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm the only one hurt.
You got a healer in the party this week.
Yeah, but I only got one action surge, so I'm going to hold on to that.
Okay.
Might as well.
It's his choice. He gets to
Like-
decide.
How much time until we have to rest the next time?
We're at 6 hours.
Yeah, you're gonna rest soon.
Okay, yeah, so fuck it, I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah. You could have another
Am I?
encounter, but all right. So you're action surging. You're just constantly hitting the
This is where
hitting
the
the
fun
lever.
begins. Yeah.
So that's 30 to hit. Are you attacking the same target?
Yeah, I'll take him out. first, and then-
24. All right, he's still alive. You did a lot of damage though. 24 damage. Got that.
Ah,
That is
that's
a
still a
miss.
miss.
Yeah,
even
the
if it's not a
17.
fumble.
Yeah.
I could use a hero die, but they're probably way above 14, I guess.
You don't know.
Oh, How
You can
do
do it if
those
you
like regenerate?
once long rest.
To like full or one
Yes.
for a long rest?
Yes, it's a full. It's
Okay,
a bit
yeah.
of an overpowered mechanic. That's why I put it in to help you
God
guys.
damn it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which
That is
brings
a
us
hit
to an
now.
18.
So
Yeah,
you took him out. So that's 23 damage. You killed number 1 there.
cool.
He goes
And
down.
then we transition to number 2 and fire our last shot.
Okay.
And
Go
that
for it.
empties out the revolver too, right?
Yeah, but you automatically reload because you got like the features for that.
Yeah,
With
the gunner
gunner.
thing.
Yeah.
Cool. And yeah, another hit for 23.
That's 23. So number 2 takes 23 damage.
Yeah,
Now
bonus action.
he's injured. He's hurt. Yeah.
Cool. Is used up for the fighting spirit, I think.
I think so. Yeah. Something. Well, action surge is a bonus action, isn't it?
No, action surge. I think you can just
Free.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
fighting spirit is a
spirit.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. But that also all went according to plan.
Okay.
So yeah, Walter, let's go a hail of bullets and then ducks back into cover.
Okay. All right. You're thinning out their numbers. Thorndil, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna do restore health to cure Gerlach's blind.
Oh, as an action, you touch one creature and remove one of the following conditions. Blind. Why have you never done this before? That's really good.
I haven't. Every time I've went to do it, like they've either come out of it or it hasn't been the most important thing to do. So.
Okay, Gerlach, you're no longer blind.
Yay!
Okay. All right.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. All right, the Waste Roamer gets to go. He's gonna fire on Seer 2 or Emissary 2 with the stock machine gun. Here comes one attack roll. Hopefully he can hit this time. He does, even with a 15. So he did 16 damage. It's not the most accurate gun system in the world, but it hit. He's firing one more shot. 28 also hits for 11 more piercing damage. I just got to subtract the ammunition from this thing. So 2 more rounds were used there. You can always tell me not to have the Waste Roamer attack, by the way. It's up to you guys. It's just if it's running low on ammunition. But otherwise it's gonna fire at your enemies. Okay, that's its turn. It stays back, and then Correspond Seer gets to go. So okay, what is he doing? He's gonna throw another psychedelic orb at Gerlach. Okay. He throws this at you, Gerlach. You need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 19. You there, Vince?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you failed. Did you want to roll anything else to save? You're out of options, I think. Let's see, 1d6. You're blinded again.
Oh my god.
Until the start of his turn. Again in 1 round. Alright. I think that is its turn. It's gonna slightly move up here into some trees. Noctua, you're up.
The stat tracker isn't loading for me. How injured is Gerlach?
He's at 60 hit points. Try refreshing it.
Oh.
Is it the link, or it should be loaded? Let me send another because I think I had to refresh Everybody try that link. I think it might be a different link right now. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that totally works. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna fly up. Which is. Do I? Do I suffer attacks of opportunity for casting in melee range?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Okay.
You get
I'm gonna fly up.
disadvantage. You get disadvantage on attack spells within 5 feet.
Sure. I'm gonna just fly up and touch Gerlach on the shoulder, and lesser restoration away the blindness.
Okay. And you don't need any gems for that one, right?
No, that's the cheap one.
Okay. So yeah, you always link what you're doing though. That way we can all
okay.
read it. But
Sure.
like that way we all know exactly what's happening. And then it becomes official. All right. Blind it. Yeah, got it. Yeah, you remove his blindness again.
Yeah, they packaged all of the CC spells together.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your action.
That's my action.
Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
No, druids don't get one.
Don't they get a healing word and shit like that? Like, I'm just throwing it out there.
They do, and there's going to be some healing, but I want to change shape to get the bonus.
Okay.
The bonus healing, because you guys have a lot of hit points.
Yeah. All right, that's your turn then, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Okay. Lyra's up. She doesn't have a lot of options here. All her stuff does psychic, and these guys are bad with that. This is just for informational purposes. I think that's also psychic damage. Phantasmal force. Yeah. She won't do that. She is going to... I should have given her a better cantrip than fucking shocking grasp. She's got message, friends. Oh, you know what? No, the vicious mockery is also psychic. She wants to make friends with them. Has anyone ever used that? I don't know.
I used it in a
We used
campaign
that
before.
our first campaign. That was used a lot
Really?
from the bard. Yeah.
Well, she's not going to do that. She's going to hold her action for a shocking grasp if anyone comes within 5 feet of her. All right. Emissary 2 is going to continue his assault on Gerlach. I think he gets multiple attacks.
I'm mantine armor and I'm resistant.
All right, thank you. This time, he's going to attack with his talons.
I'm going to attempt to woe him. I don't know how it works on when I do it, though. Can I choose? Or would it just be the first one?
Is it reaction? Is it a reaction?
It's a reaction. I mean, and
It'll say in the
can see
description
roll.
exactly when you use it. You have to read it and determine how it gets used. It'll say before.
It's a crit anyway.
Yeah, it's a crit in this case, but it'll say like before or after the results, are rolled. But so this case, Gerlach gets hit for. Hold on 1 second. So he definitely got hit because it's a crit. So he took 28 damage. Well, wait, it's halved, so it's 14.
Yep, it's halved.
But it is a critical hit.
Yep.
And you are now bleeding for
Okay.
1d6 hit points each round. And we'll make that for 3 rounds. That is its first attack. He's going to attack again. All right, that is a 19 because
That misses.
he doesn't have advantage anymore. Yeah.
As well, that's gonna be a reaction for me because new round, new reaction, right? Because it was after
Yeah.
my turn, and that will be.
Are you trying to disarm him?
That'd be the disarming Harry.
He's not using a weapon, so it doesn't count.
Well,
You
I
don't
was
wanna
gonna
use
do
that.
I swear, repel charge was reaction when I.
Well, he's not charging you right now, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well,
You see what I'm saying? I'm
okay.
right.
Well. If you.
He's not he has to
Yeah.
move 20 feet towards you.
Yeah.
If a creature moves, it's going to be on those kind of things. So as an action, you can set your pike against a charge. So the way this gets used, it's simple. On your turn, you take your action, you set your pike, you don't do anything else. You wait for someone to get 20 feet to you. Then you use your reaction to hit them before they hit you.
Okay.
Do you see how it works?
Yeah.
That's how that would work. All right. You're waiting for them to run up to you. And you got to spend your action to do that. All right. So he missed the last 2 attacks anyway.
Yeah.
So he missed you. All right. So now it's your turn.
All right.
Now you take 1d6 bleeding damage right away. This you're not resistant to because this is just you bleeding.
Yeah.
You take 3 damage. All right, your turn.
All right, my turn. All right. So I'm gonna pop these back on, and I'm gonna return the favor and attack him with 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So that's 25 damage, and you kill him right then and there. He's dead.
Okay, that's my first attack. And now I get to move 5, 10, 15. And I will attack this guy.
Okay.
Ooh. That'd be a 27
23.
minus 5, 23.
Yeah, that's a hit. So you did a total of 22 damage to him.
Yep.
Okay.
And third attack.
All right, that's a 21 to hit, and you did hit, so that is 27 damage.
And I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna get 3 more attacks on him.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta redo something. So 27. Somehow I put him to 0 hit points. How much was the first attack? 22?
Yeah, first one was
Okay.
10, 11, 4.
I'm good. All right, so you just hit him. You're action surging?
Yes, I'm action surging.
Okay, so that's a crit. And you hit him definitely with that one. So that is a lot of damage. That's 21, 31. Oh my god, you rolled max damage twice on your force mod. So that is that's 39 damage you just did to him. Did I do that right? Looks like it.
Wait, 10, 20, 30.
That's 31 plus 8. So
Yeah.
39, and then
All right.
you made him bleed.
Yes.
So he's bleeding for 1d6.
All right. And 2 more attacks. There we go. That'd be a 21 to hit.
That is also a hit.
Another 22 points of damage.
Yep, 22 points. Got it. He's bloodied now.
Third attack. Oh, 15.
That's a miss. The last one
That's a
missed.
miss. All right, last one miss. End of turn.
That was a good turn for you. Finally.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Volter, you're up.
Yeah, moving forward. And shooting at. I'll pull out my second revolver on the way.
Sure, no problem. You're probably not going to need it.
Yeah, first shot goes for 25.
Yeah, that's a hit. And you did 27 damage. All right. Go for your next one. Yeah, that's a hit. 22 damage, and you blast big holes in him, and he's done. He is out for the count. All right. So that is the end of combat, you guys.
All right. So I'm going to use my second wind.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, no.
I'll take that
Yeah,
bleeding.
I'm
off
going to use
you.
my second wind because I get it back on the short rest anyways. But anyways, so my second wind will be, let's see, it will be 1d10 plus fighter level, which is 13. So that's 1d10 plus
13.
13. Let me go to the advanced roller for this. 1d10 plus 13 from a hit. I'll get 21 hit points back.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
You're at 64 hit points.
Oh man, I was pretty beat up then, wasn't I?
Yeah. Okay, so we did your second win there.
Yep.
All right. You're the only one who took damage the whole fight.
I know. I'm the tank. If I didn't
Yeah.
take damage, then that's my job to be the only one to take damage.
That's true.
For
right.
everybody else doesn't.
Do you guys want to search them?
Yes, absolutely. What treasures lay await for us?
All right. So someone give me an investigation check. I'll see what we end up with here.
I have a
Gosh.
12.
Just someone decide who's doing it. And then roll.
Who's ever good with it? Oh
Okay.
yeah, you are.
All right, 23 is good. You find some healing items, a superior healing potion, and you find some common treasure, a gallon of water on them. Actually, that's a pretty good roll, so I'm going to roll some gems too. Blue quartz, I'll roll that twice, and an obsidian.
I'm gonna give the healing potion to Gerlach, and
Okay.
unless anyone wants any of that, I'll put it in the group loot.
All right, Gerlach, you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throw the rest in the group loot. Okay. That concludes that encounter. Did you guys want to move on or keep on this map and heal up or?
Yeah. Now's a good time.
Do we want to
heal.
take a short rest?
Well, we're gonna end up having to
I'm-
take a
I'm-
long rest.
I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do
You
some healing.
still have one more area to go through before you're at that limit, but
Yeah.
you could take a long rest now if you wanted to.
Are we really just one more hex on the
No,
big map?
no.
Well,
You had
like
multiple
two
hacks.
X's
Well-
or three.
Let me put you on. You can make all these decisions about who's healing who on the map. So, that's
yeah,
where you
we're-
guys are. Yeah, you're on.
Or one.
You got 4
two,
more hexes
three.
to move through, and
Four.
you're at 6 hours travel time. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you could you could pop some heals on me now if you want.
Yeah,
Unless we get a next encounter. Or...
I will. I'll activate my starry form with the chalice form. And
Why don't you link that so everybody can read it? That's a
Okay,
pretty cool
okay.
ability.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what they do too. So he turns into like a star form. His body looks like a constellation when he transforms. That's his version of wild shape,
What?
essentially.
That is
Yep.
fucking sick, dude. So like he's like
There's
astral
choices.
form.
Choices, yeah.
Yep.
It's
So
So
it's
he's
pretty
like
cool.
that's like
So if you
astral
read the
form.
whole thing, it's kind of like an astral form, yeah. But he's doing the chalice, a constellation of life-giving goblet. He looks like a constellation that's in the shape of a goblet of life, like a
Mhm.
drinking
Fucking
goblet.
badass.
And whenever he casts a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, he gains hit points, and another creature within 30 feet of him. Wait,
That's sick.
you or another creature within
Yeah.
30 feet of you can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. So right now it's a moot point though, because
Well,
you see what I'm
it
saying though, because you're only healing the one guy. No one else needs any healing, right?
right. I don't have. Do I have that?
You can also appear as a dragon.
Yeah. So I have this as well. So I'm gonna activate the chalice. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
cast 3 good berries. Each time I cast a good berry, I'm gonna heal him for 2d8 plus my wisdom. So he's gonna heal for 68
What?
plus 3 times my wisdom, and then we'll have 30 more hit points that will last for 24 hours.
Okay. And you're using my home rules for the good berry, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh God. So
Now
yeah, if we take a
remember,
short rest, it
temporary
doesn't
hit
feed you.
points.
Right, it
Yeah.
doesn't feed you, but we have a pool of 30 hit points as well for
Right.
the next day.
Yeah,
So
but the good berries, like just remember the bonus hit points don't stack. Like you can't keep
right,
stacking them. Yeah.
right. So if we do take short rests, we should probably eat a good berry because it'll give us 5 temporary hit points.
Right.
But um,
So
if we don't take a short rest,
right now though, you're just healing one person. So my point is though, doing that chalice isn't going to help you heal anybody else. Because you're going to want to directly heal him, right?
right, but it's just when I cast the spell, I heal someone. I cast a spell and then I heal somebody of it's 2d8 plus my wisdom.
Yeah.
In addition,
But no one else needs hit points is my point. If you look at the combat tracker, everybody's healthy.
Yeah, what he's saying, he gets extra 2d8 plus wisdom when he heals an astral form.
No,
yeah.
when
So
you
I cast Goodberry, it heals somebody 2d8 plus wisdom at that point, and then I still have the Goodberry spell healing, don't I? Am I reading that right?
Well, no.
So I cast Goodberry and it heals. I create 10 berries that heal somebody for 10 hit points. And
It's
in
not
addition,
gonna.
I do the chalice.
It's gonna be instantaneous. So
Right.
it's not gonna really affect Goodberry because you're not healing them. It's gonna affect direct healing. You see my point?
Okay, can I
Like-
just cast Cure Wounds and heal them?
Yeah.
And then do chalice is for the additional 1d8 or 2d8 plus wisdom?
The target doesn't get the 1d8 though. The other people, you or the other creature get the 1d8, not him. If the way it reads, you got to read it specific. Whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30. Okay, so you could apply it to him. Yes, you're correct. Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, so he's going to get an additional 2d8
Plus
because
wisdom
you're in
modifier.
Starry. Plus your wisdom. Well, his wisdom modifier.
Is +7.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can't double the wisdom modifier. Do you understand that?
Right. Yeah, I get that. It's just
Right.
+7 each cat or each
Yeah.
time I cast the spell.
You're already going to apply your wisdom modifier directly to him, and then he gets an additional 2d8. That's how it's going to work.
Okay.
All right. So roll a cure wounds at whatever level you choose to roll it at. You might as well go for broke and roll it at one of your highest spell slots. And then after that rolls, you roll 2d8, and that's how much bonus he gets.
Let's look that.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that myself, I guess. Are you rolling the cure wounds?
Well, I didn't. Okay, I didn't understand how that worked. I just have healing word prepped.
Well, then you don't have. You got to roll a healing word.
What happens if I have? I'll cast a healing spirit then.
Yeah, but go
Doesn't-
ahead and link
doesn't-
healing spirit.
Yeah, it's linked there.
Soothe the
So
wounded.
wouldn't that still activate the starry form though, or no?
Till the spell ends. Whenever you, I'm only going to allow you to play it one time. You're not going to get it for each time he walks.
Right. When I
through.
cast the spell, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
until
so
the
I'll
spell
just
ends,
cast the
whenever
healing
you
spirit.
or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or starts his turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. The spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. After healing that number of times, the spirit disappears. So yes, you can cast healing spirit, and he will get. What is your wisdom modifier?
+7.
All right,
So it's
he can.
8d6.
Yeah, 8d6. So roll 8d6 and then roll 2d8 after that, because you're gonna apply it all to him. Roll
No,
eight.
yeah.
Roll 8d6. Like roll it all at once, so we don't have to add up all these numbers. There you go. We'll take the 33. Now roll 2d8. All right, so
39.
+7.
no, that's 41 plus 7.
Yeah.
So 48 hit points.
Nice.
Okay, he's at 112
All right.
out of 137. What is everybody's hit point total right now? Walter, I got yours, Vince.
I think I got to 119 seconds.
Well, look at your sheet. Tell me. For sure.
Yeah, 119.
Okay.
And also my dex went up. Also initiative and AC change.
Oh, what is your dex?
24 plus 7.
Oh, because you took.
Exactly, yeah. The superhuman agility.
Thorndil, what is your hit point total?
101.
101. I even
Wait,
leveled Lyra too.
you get a step. You got a step bonus at 13.
He took a
For the-
superpower. He took one of the superpowers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nice.
Noctua, your hit point total is still 89, correct?
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
All right, and I got Lyra's correct. All right, so everybody should be good now. All right, Thorndil. All right, sorry about that. I forgot to do it last week. So Gerlach's at 112 by 37. Do you want to keep healing him?
I'm gonna burn while he's taking that healing spirit. I'm gonna burn 1 healing word because I have it memorized.
All right, you'll apply the 2d8 again to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just
At
1
what-
wisdom bonus.
Yeah, we'll roll it at whatever level you want to roll it at.
Oh. I'm just gonna do it. I'm doing it as one of my inherents for the day.
Oh, right. Okay, so roll 2d8 with that. All right, so you got another 23 back. So he's at max.
All right.
Well, he's at 135 out
Well,
of 130.
+7. But yeah.
No.
No,
That's factored in. That's factored
The
in.
first
okay.
one it's factored in for, so yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because the level 1 healing word is only 1d4 plus my wisdom.
Yeah, he's a spellcaster, so with my home rules for this campaign, he has X amount of level 1 spells he can cast 4 times a day, I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
for free without expending spell slots. Just
That's
like
really cool.
cheap healing he can throw out. So when he's in starry form with a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot, he just healed you for 23 hit points.
That's freaking
So if he
powerful.
did that in combat, he could be just throwing out. But he has to use a charge of his starry form
Yeah.
to do that. So that's
takes an action. That's why I didn't do it in combat. And it's
Yeah.
pretty short range. I got to be within 30 feet. You were
Right.
more than 30
How
feet.
long does that last for?
I think it's 10 minutes.
Oh, that's 100 rounds.
Well, but once I go into the starry form, the whole charge is burned. So I can only I get 2 starry forms per short rest.
right.
Yeah, so you stay a starry form for 100 rounds when you enter combat.
Well, I mean, it's actually it's a lot shorter than most druid shapes. So most of them last an hour.
Yeah.
It's half your level, but yeah. It's cool. It just I wasn't sure how long we were gonna fight, so I didn't switch to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's really.
I would, if you have healing word, I would still remember healing word is a bonus action. I'd be throwing them out like candy every round to keep people healthy. Just give you a heads up now, because that was an easy fight in this campaign. Anyway, all right, so let's get back to business here. This is going to be a travel night, right?
Yes.
So, you guys have some traveling to do still.
All right, we're at 6 hours.
You're at 6 hours, so go ahead and move that way. Unless you want to do anything else while you're still in that area, or you could long rest now if you want it. It's up to you. But if you want to keep pressing on, you might as well press on.
One more on, yeah.
Do the fighters need to short rest or not for their action? Do you guys need actions?
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's take a short rest and get back our action surges and wins.
Okay. Did you want to roll a hit die, Gerlach, just to max out your hit points?
No. Well, no, I didn't. I wanted to save them.
All right. So everybody takes a short rest. That's it. So just reset all your stuff that you get back on a short rest.
Yep.
You don't get your Indomitables back.
No. Second wind and action surge. Short rest. That's it. Yep. Now I got a question. Now I have 2 attacks on my charge that I've been attacked with. Do those eventually fade away, or
they're gonna fade away? I'm gonna say at the end of combat. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I should have put something in there for that.
Yeah.
But,
so I put that back down. I put the counter back down to 0. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So moving ahead, I'll let you guys move the token.
All right.
Hopefully we get something cool this time.
Here we go.
Strange salvage.
Oh,
see,
shit!
I weighted this whole table so that you didn't get massive encounters back to back all the time. So most of the time you're gonna get nothing unusual or strange salvage. So what do you want to do with strange salvage? You want to salvage this shit again?
This is Thorndale. You're the investigator. Okay. Oh, Thorndale.
No, he trips.
Well, nat ones don't count on skill saves.
No, they don't. It's not a skill. It's a skill check.
A skill check.
All right, so you don't really find anything, but I still gotta roll a D100.
All right.
Yeah. You don't find anything useful.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
So this could affect the whole group, possibly.
Okay.
I'll have it affect Thorndale. Or do you want me to only have it affect you?
Yeah, I would definitely, like, anything dangerous that I'm, like, curious about, I would try to take.
All right. You contract slime stomach. A slime is in your stomach.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome.
He trips and goes to yell and just inhales slime.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it crawled in your mouth. Well, I gotta read it. It could have crawled in while you were sleeping, or maybe it was a spore or something you ate. It causes you major pain, gives you bad acid reflux, and devours your food, leaving you malnourished. You cannot benefit from the effects of a long rest while diseased this way for 48 hours. But you must rest
Whoa.
regardless. Cures or remove disease, lesser or greater restoration. So it's not too bad.
Well, immediately, like, getting the stomach pain and shit, he'll just stand up and kind of hold his stomach and do the restore health. It says I can remove a disease.
Okay. All right. Well, you can
So
basically
48
fucking
point.
do that all the time. It's only 3 psi points.
Well.
That's
That's still
crazy.
3 psi points I could use for something else. But yeah.
Yeah, but you got a huge amount of psi points.
We moved into a square. How many hours is that now?
You're at
Right.
8 right now. So if you press on,
All right,
you
let's
will
take
have
a
to
long
start.
rest, guys.
All right, you gonna do
Long
that?
rest. I vote long
We're
rest
like
for
right
everybody.
there. Don't
No,
we just have
long
to
rest.
make one save?
No, well,
2
there's yeah,
for every 2 hours beyond 8 traveling.
yes, and that's 4 hours
That's
extra.
still 4 hours,
So we should long rest definitely.
and that's also 2 more hexes I got to roll on too.
Yeah.
So
So
keep
yeah,
that in mind.
long rest.
All right, you guys are doing a long rest. Okay, there's a long rest checklist. Someone make a survival check. Find a place to rest.
Dave, are you a survival guy?
Not as much as our owl-headed friend.
Oh, is there Druid?
I'm kind of good at it. Yeah.
Druid. Yeah, go ahead. Survival that. Oh
Okay,
wow!
you find a
20.
good camping area that's looks reasonably safe. There looks like there's no hostiles in the area.
Okay.
What
Okay.
did I just do?
Okay, does anyone want to hunt for food? Or do you want to use rations?
I could assist hunting for food.
Yeah, let's lay out the trap.
All right. Well, there's going to be one hunter this time. So,
Okay, no assist. Okay.
yeah, just one person got to make that check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? Oh,
That's a pretty poor survival check. So, I'm going to roll a d4 and see how many. You found one thing to eat, so everybody else besides you or whoever you want to give that to has got to eat a ration.
I put out the trap, but I do not think there are any bears around. As he comes back to the camp.
Yeah, because you're hunting for bears when you should be looking for a small game.
Always.
All right, so everybody subtract one ration except for Volter.
Okay.
Unless Volter wants to give that to someone. He found one food for the night.
Let
He's
him
in the
eat it.
corner eating fresh food, and you guys are eating rations.
I'm fine with that.
He
Well,
found an
My
egg.
character
is
he
what he
says
found.
I am polite and respectful. So I might actually share a few bites. Here, take some. It is
But-
delicious.
It still only counts for you. So everybody's
Yeah.
got their rations subtracted. In
Yep.
fact, subtract 3 more for the other people traveling with you. Someone, because remember they have to eat too, and they're with you.
All right, I'll
So
subtract.
whoever wants to do that.
I'll
can do it.
subtract one for myself and one for somebody else.
All right,
I'll
you subtract
subtract the
one for
second one.
Lyra.
And I'm at 11, so that will bring me down to 9.
Okay, so Volter, you're subtracting one for Avi or something.
Yeah, whoever really. I've got 9, which is way more than I need.
Okay.
do we still have one more person? That we
Yeah,
need to feed?
Doomslayer needs to eat.
I'll
too.
subtract one for mine as well.
All right, so everybody's got their subtraction. So a couple of you subtracted 2. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys eat. You can do any crafting you want to do right here. So, Volter, if you want to work on your crafting project, go ahead and give me a d20 roll plus your proficiency bonus. We'll add on to it. So that's a d20 plus 5, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
There we
made
go.
19 more progress points, crafting points. So that should put you around what, like 39 out of 50. So you're almost done. Next time you take a long rest, you can continue to work on it.
Very good.
Yeah, and then someone needs to stand a watch. Now you're resting because you're resting for you're camping for 16 hours, remember? So you can divide the watches up or whatever you want to do, but everybody's got to sleep for at least 6.
I'll take a watch
I'll take a watch. Too.
for 8 hours.
For 8 out of the 16? Okay.
Yeah, 8 out of 16.
Can I take the
Alright.
other 8?
Yeah, you can, as long as
Okay.
you sleep first.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and make a perception check, Gerlach.
Okay, perception. Okay, I rolled 16.
All right, that's a long time. I'm gonna roll d20. Okay, nothing approaches the camp, and you don't notice anything. So
Okay.
okay. So you wake up the next watchstander, so which is gonna
Okay.
be
Our
Andy
druid
there.
friend, Andy.
Okay. So we'll see. That's another 8 hours. So at least somewhere in that vicinity.
I'm gonna
Nothing.
sleep.
Nothing else approaches the camp during this rest.
Okay.
Okay, and now you prepare your spells. Whatever you want to do. If you want to swap spells out that you have prepared, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, your long rest is over. Really quick and easy. So I like using the checklist. It makes life easier. I'm glad I made that because,
Yeah, good job.
yeah, it is kind of good. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The next day dawns. You are ready to travel. You may continue on the path you set forth on.
All right, here we go, guys. Boom.
All right. Let's see. More strange salvage.
I learned my lesson.
You did learn your lesson?
No.
You did it.
Nah, fuck it. He's going for it.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, well, you found something this time. I'm gonna roll a d6 minus 1, and we'll see what you found. So that is gonna be the third one, which is gonna be healing items. That's always a good one to get.
That is.
Yep. You found some rad. Those are always. I'm gonna multiply how many you found by 4. So you found 8 rad pills.
Yes. How many do we have total in our?
You got a
Storage
lot
now.
because you haven't
We should-
encountered a lot of radiation effects yet. You've been kind of lucky in this campaign.
We should have like 20 something now.
We have 19.
There's You have 19? Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, as soon as you guys get radiation, you're gonna be able to pop pills constantly, get rid of it. But I think you can only take one every so many hours. I forget what I have written down. I should at least put something there, like every 4 hours you can take a pill and get rid of some of your radiation disease. All right, but that's all you find. It was very limited. Now I gotta see if there's any diseases floating around here this time. Yep.
Oh shit! Which one's this?
Brilliant urine disease.
What the fuck?
You get dehydrated twice as quickly as usual, and your urine glows neon yellow, brightly enough that a pint of glass of it could substitute as a torch. It's spread through pollen and heavy forests. This disease is the bane of scouts, spies, and hunters. You must make a wisdom survival check every hour to find water until it is cured. On a failed survival check, your maximum hit points are reduced by 5 and cannot be restored until the disease is cured. Cure disease, lesser and greater restoration. So you can pretty much cure yourself again.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I'm not gonna do
that is pretty funny though. That was like funnier than shit though, and it could be pretty fucking nasty.
Now, when this is going to come into big play is when you're not on the world map, but some of these diseases are harder to cure than this one. So,
Yeah, I'm
but
definitely
you,
curing it.
yeah, you gotta, yeah, you want to spend some side points on that. All right, you got that?
Yep.
All right, that's the end of your strange salvage there. So, okay, you guys got 2 hours into your travel day so far. You keep moving.
All right, here we go, guys. On to the mansion,
All
and
right,
in we go.
one more check. Nothing unusual happens, and
Yes.
you make it to the outskirts of where this mansion is supposed to be.
Okay.
And we are probably going to end our session here because I don't
I'm
want to
good with
jump.
that.
I don't want to jump into this whole. It's going to be a big night when we do this. So
Yeah, and you know what? I would like to have Melissa here too.
yeah, when she's back, it'll be pretty good to have her here.
Yeah.
But that was pretty fun, right? I mean,
Yeah, that was fun. That was a
Yeah.
pretty good night. I mean, we got one pretty good combat. I got the shit kicked out of me. And, you know,
you kind of did, yeah,
yeah. I
a
mean,
little bit.
granted, it wouldn't have been as bad if I would have remembered that I'm resistant to all that physical damage.
Yeah, it's a learning curve right now. I know. I wasn't remembering it either because
I wish there was like
I
a
can't
check
remember all
thing.
your shit.
I know. I wish there was like a check thing on our character sheet that I could click to say resistant to physical, and it would like reduce my damage or something. You know?
Like as you're subtracting it, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. As you're
Yeah.
subtracting it,
You
it's
could set
subtracting
a
it automatically by half.
You can't automate everything in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
macro though for like your like resistances and just click it, and have it pop up as a reminder.
Oh, you can do that?
What do you mean?
Like okay,
Yeah,
so with
explain
some
it.
of the I don't know how to set the macro up. I just know like with some of the stuff that I've bought on here, like especially from like DM Dave and stuff, all his stuff has built-in macros already made for resistances and stuff, and you can just click
Well,
it and it'll pull it up in the
that's
chat.
probably when you're using the in-game tracker, like if I'm applying damage to his token and stuff.
Yeah.
But I use improve initiative, so.
Oh, I mean, it'll pop up like the overland hazards thing right there as like a reminder, so you don't have to. It'll show up as a macro on the bottom of your screen. You can just click it whenever it.
He would have to do that on his end though, not me each time. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of you can make macros for anything in this. That is true. All right. Well, you'll just have to keep, remembering it. Just remember you're like a poor man's barbarian now.